I went to one of those big fishing shows one time. Yeah? They're actually really cool.
They have activities for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, I thought you were going to go on for a moment. I took a sip of coffee.
Oh, it's okay.
Hillary Duff seemingly left, there's more of this stuff, of a subtle sign that she was backing her mom group after Ashley Tisdale publicly slammed it, posting an Instagram story. So this is her giving a subtle sign she's backing her group, posting an Instagram story, praising a member for delivering eggs. And she wrote, "You're a real one for this delivery of eggs." I mean, come on, folks.
It's overt.
If that doesn't say it all.
Yeah, it's basically an admission that everything is absolutely fine. I don't get this whole dynamic. I don't guess what this story continues. You've been talking about this for 4 days.
Yeah, and what cracks me up is the micromanagement of watching social media accounts.
Yeah,
and the nitpicking and these tiny little things that are supposed little red flags or markers. It's just so petty.
It's just not something that I think a lot of people have time for, but there are clearly people who do just love this stuff or live for this stuff. I can't wrap my mind around it.
No, it's a social media thing. Hey, you should, instead of social media, stick with professional media like we here. Professional media. Yeah. So Tisdale had criticized the group in an essay for the cut, breaking up with my toxic mom group, allegedly mean girl behavior exclusion, and said this is too high school for me and I don't want to take part in it anymore. She said the group's dynamic stopped being healthy and noted that she was absent from a later group getaway photo as well. So like cut out of pictures.
This stuff goes on all the time, but the best part of the stuff that goes on all the time is it's anonymous. This is getting reported on by national news.
Yeah, but it's so funny because listen, they're just pictures, right?
They're just pictures
on social media.
That's all it means.
And sometimes there's really no story behind it. And I was talking to somebody about this just last week. Like they're and she's part of a couple of different mom groups, and it's not an exclusive thing, right? There's like one mom group because they're all the moms of the girls in one class, right? And it just so happens that there's some carryover to sons in a younger grade whose moms aren't, they're not boy moms. So it's not like, oh, we're
too much work.
But it's not like, hey, we're cutting you out because we don't want you. No, it's like, these are the boy moms in this other grade, and and sometimes there's a little bit of like crossover.
I'm getting anxious and having a headache just listening to this. What happens is these subgroups, then people feel left out of that group, and they wonder if have they been cast out. It's all this. It's too much.
And I'm going to preface this by saying it's not you, Casey, but I stopped listening to what you were saying about a quarter of the way into it.
Okay.
Because of the whole...
Yeah.
It's so bothersome.
I love that. I forget, was it Brian Regan that did the bit about the way guys process this stuff and the way women will? Mm-hmm. And like his wife asked him, hey, you were out with Bill today. How's he been since the divorce? He got divorced?
Yeah. True. All right, on to, speaking of divorce, Denise Richards is slamming her estranged husband, Aaron Fipers, for what she called outrageous behavior after his family launched a GoFundMe that involved their adopted daughter, Eloise Richards. She said, say whatever you want about me, which they have, but when you cross a line and bring my youngest daughter into trying to get money from strangers, it's outrageous and that's wrong. Eloise has been at the center of a bitter custody dispute since Fipers filed for divorce in July. The controversy erupted after Fipers' mother, Patricia, launched a GoFundMe campaign pleading, please help my son Aaron, and claiming that Eloise was taken from him overnight. Richards declined to elaborate further on the drama, explaining, I really want to get through my actual divorce, and then I will share.
How inclined are you these days when you see a GoFundMe pop up to dismiss it out of turn? I have
a story that I decided to put into the Survey Says pile of stuff that I go through in prep that addresses that very thing.
All right, yeah.
About how these people surveyed in America feel about when they see a GoFundMe, and a lot of people, and I'll eventually reveal it when we get to that, but a lot of people are not dismissive is not the right word, but suspect of.
Yeah, because of the news. You've heard so many stories where
Yeah.
it's been co-opted and then it's been, people get bilked out of money. And we just had the thing with Mickey Rourke.
Yeah, exactly.
Where he was apparently freaking out that they started a GoFundMe. He says he didn't start it. And there are people who say that he was aware of it, so who knows?
Yeah. She previously had admitted in 2025 that was one of the most painful years she had lived in. The financial woes continue for Vipers after he petitioned for $150,000 from Richards to prevent being evicted. Vipers still resides in the California rental that he and Richards are being sued for $84,000 in unpaid rent.
There you go.
Richards says she moved out of the residence in 2023, leaving Vipers' parents and his brother to be responsible for that property. Nicholas Braun, best known for his role in Succession, has had his DUI arrest from last year completely wiped from his record. According to the New Hampshire Judicial Branch, the case was dropped and a judge approved a petition to annul the record with a certificate issued in December. Officials confirmed the decision became official on December 17th, clearing the actor of any lingering public record tied to the arrest.
So what do you have to do to get something like that expunged from the record? Did he do? Did they just determine it was not?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Whatever. His lawyer did a good job.
All right.
So authorities and Braun's legal team have not publicly explained why the charge was dismissed. Braun, often affectionately referred to as Cousin Greg, had previously pleaded not guilty to the arrest, and that would see the charges dropped later in November. So it's now not. It's just all gone. It's completely
look, Your
disappeared.
Honor, there's a C note on the desk.
Yeah.
you
Or
drop
maybe
this?
there isn't. I don't know. So a judge in New York has rejected Harvey Weinstein's bid for a new trial after his conviction last year on sexual assault charge. Weinstein was found guilty of one count of criminal sex act in a 2006 incident involving a former TV production assistant. The disgraced movie mogul appealed his conviction, alleging juror misconduct, including shouting and bullying during deliberations, but a judge denied the request during Weinstein's court appearance yesterday. So,
I mean, his stuff is going to be going on forever. A, B, there's going to be no way back from it. I wonder what the end of this looks like.
Yeah.
For Harvey Weinstein, does he die in jail?
maybe.
Yeah.
It's possible. Yeah. I mean, he's had health problems for a little while now.
I saw a picture of Bill Cosby recently. I don't know if it's an AI thing or whatever, but he looked like he was in a hospital bed with a respirator.
Dude, I've seen nothing about
Yeah.
Bill Cosby as far as news goes.
Right,
so
right.
I would think that sounds fishy. I don't know. All right, so despite being cited, you remember actress Jamie King?
Yes. Yeah.
So
we
despite
met her.
being cited several times over the last couple of weeks with hotel owner Vikram Chatwaj.
You Chatwaj.
She told Page Six that there's nothing going on with him, insisting that she's still engaged to banker Austin Sosa. Despite appearances, King explained to the outlet these were just business meetings with a friend.
Are you Team Chatwaj or Sosa?
With a name like Chatwaj,
You got to go with that.
you got to go there.
Yeah.
So they said these were just business dealings and meetings with a friend, nothing more. I'm happy to my relationship with Austin. So she says nothing to make a fuss about. Millie Bobby Brown just announced major career news following the series of Stranger Things, proving that she's not slowing down. She took to Instagram yesterday with exciting news. It is a new Walmart fashion line that she has.
That's where you shop.
And she wrote, my new fashion line. No, I'm more of a Kohl's guy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
She said, my new fashion line for the next generation, Mills, is a love letter to my younger self and to every girl in their self-discovery era. It's fun, playful, and best of all, accessible to everyone. And my number one piece of advice, be bold, experiment, and don't take it too seriously.
And shop in your pajamas.
Mills, by the way, not to be confused with Brown's personal lifestyle brand, Florence by Mills, is already available for purchase.
It's cute.
Is it cute?
Yeah.
Cool. In the comments, Walmart's official Instagram account replied, couldn't be more obsessed with this collection. And also Brown's followers showered her with congratulatory messages. Some celebrities jumped on board as well to send some messages to her. And in addition to her Walmart clothing line, she is working on Enola Holmes 3.
Which I enjoy that series.
I did too,
I think
yeah.
Henry Cavill's a lot of fun in it as well.
As well as several other projects. IMDb has her involved in the following. Just Picture It, Perfect, Prism, The Girls I've Been, and The Thing About Jellyfish are a few of
Those
the
are all her projects coming
projects on the way.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So she's got plenty ahead. This was great news to see this morning. Kate Winslet has revealed to Deadline that there is a strong likelihood that a second season of HBO's Mayor of Easttown will move forward, with filming potentially beginning next year in 2027. We got to talk to Brad.
Got to pump Brad Inglesby and see if we can get any info on this.
Yeah,
'Cause nothing happens without him, obviously.
Although the acclaimed series was originally conceived as a one-off, Winslet said it was done and dusted finished before renewed discussions began among the show's creative team and HBO.
All right, so we got Task is coming back, and then this is coming back. Potential crossover, that'd be kind of cool too.
Yeah, don't need it, but it'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I think we talked to Brad about it. He says they operate in because that's what we call them. They operate in sort of concurrent, environments, but they're not. They were never meant to be blended.
No.
And we have to be on the show. We have to be on one of those shows.
Yeah.
Somehow, way, shape, or form.
Just make us central to the plot line.
That's all you need
That's
to
all
do.
we ask.
No, we need a scene where they're listening to the radio and we're on the show.
Come on!
Come on, man.
We get screwed out of this.
I know.
We've been in this market long enough where we should have ended up. Used to be it was Yuki Washington all the time.
I know.
Right.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
In a
I mean,
movie.
on Monday, it will be
Yuki's great.
30 years that I've been doing radio in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Well, I mean,
You were in The Mechanic.
Yeah.
You were.
Yeah, you were too.
I was too.
Yep.
Maybe we should just do a segment, like a news segment, like right now, but print up a news story as if you're reporting on what happened in the last episode.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That'll be your audition.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So I actually I had emailed one time or sent out, it was on social media to M. Night Shyamalan when the follow-up to Split was coming up, Glass, that movie. And I'm like, hey, man, wouldn't it be great if, Bruce was listening to the radio.
Right, yeah.
And we were talking about something that he did the night before as his superhero character, And no, I didn't hear anything about it.
Dear Preston, it would be less great than you would think.
Yeah, right. So while reflecting on the toll of playing Mayor Sheehan, the Titanic actress admitted that she felt beat but grateful for the experience, noting that more concrete talks only recently emerged.
I would like to see the story develop in a way that we find out that Mayor is actually Rose from Titanic.
Oh, my God.
And tie them both together.
How great would that be?
There was some sort of cryogenic thing that took place.
Yeah. And she spent years,
Yeah.
she shed that English accent
Right.
and ended up diving into the world of the Delco dialect. So I don't know. Addressing the possible timeline, Winslet emphasized that there is a strong likelihood that it would film sometime in 2027. So I was really happy to see that this morning. That's cool.
Apparently, it will not take place in Delco, though. It will take place on Skull Island.
Skull Island.
Which I don't know how they're going to make that leap, but I'm excited.
That's King Kong, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kong Kong.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah,
Director Sean Levy revealed in a New York Times profile that Tom Cruise made a surprise visit to the set of Star Wars Starfighter, where he ended up ankle deep in mud and water while filming a lightsaber duel scene.
Interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
Levy had recalled the moment with disbelief, saying, last week Steven Spielberg was here, and now Tom Cruise is wielding a camera, ruining his very nice shoes. Levy noted that now when you see the movie, you'll know that part of it was shot by Tom. I mean, how cool is that? So I don't know if he's going to be on camera or if he was just directing it or what.
He might have been holding a camera for a fight.
So the standalone Star Wars film starring Ryan Gosling was announced last year. Gosling praised the script as so good with great and original characters and is set to arrive in theaters in May of 2027.
I've kind of had all of the Star Wars zeal wrung out of me.
Oh, me too.
It just doesn't happen anymore, though I did, when we had the family get-together, a lot of the kids wanted to watch the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian. And at that point, when The Mandalorian came out, I was like, welcome back, feeling. Welcome back, Star Wars feeling. And then there was a 3rd season, which sucked!
And then I just saw the trailer for this Mandalorian Grogu movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this looks kind of terrible.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it looks a little cheesy.
I'm just tired of being disappointed.
Yeah.
You know?
So how about this? Maybe then this is your speed.
You going to pep me up some?
Had no idea that this was going to happen. Johnny Knoxville teased in an Instagram post the Jackass franchise is going to be returning to cinemas in the summer, he said, well, a wang dang and hot damn doodle. We are starting the year off with a bang, and we want to let you know that this summer Jackass is back. We will see you in theaters June 26. More to come, but wanted you to hear it from us first. No other details have been released as of yet.
I've seen things floating around that suggest that BAM might be in some way connected to this.
So Variety has a headline that says, Bam Margera signs Jackass 5 deal to appear via archival footage. Not expected to film new stunts.
Yeah.
Is that what you read?
No, you gave me more information.
So there you go. That's Marissa just pulled up the headline. So they're going to use footage, I guess, but
just to incorporate it. No new stuff.
Bam's a bit of a liability, with erratic behavior. I know he's getting his life together, but when they make movies, they cost money and they can't take a chance sometimes.
I wonder where. I mean, do they run with the fact that they're older and more dinged up, or is this the one final? How do you play this? Whatever tonally they, you know what I'm saying?
Or are they ushering in a new crew? Maybe they'll bring in some younglings,
right?
To stay with the Star Wars theme and maybe train them. Did they already do that?
They were working in some younglings.
They've been working people in. The last one that they had, they brought in some chick.
So what's funnier, the younglings or these once don't give a rat's ass about anything guys trying it one more time?
Oh my God!
At their age,
risking permanent injury,
and death.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. When you're in your 20s and you're doing that, you can have a slight permanent injury, but when you're 50 something, it's permanent for the rest of your life.
I would love to see that scene, Casey, where they all pull out their pill containers.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Knoxville really, really put himself in harm's way in this last one.
Yeah. No, he walks the walk for sure. So
he's hosting the new Fear Factor.
Yes. All right, well, we'll see where this goes. All right, just hours before Season 2 of HBO Max's The Pit premiered yesterday, the streamer announced that the show will be coming back for a third season. The medical drama, of course, stars Noah Wiley as Dr. Michael Rabinovich, and it follows a group of healthcare workers at a hospital in Pittsburgh. The show was a hit with both viewers and critics, with Wiley winning Best Actor in a Drama Series at the Critics' Choice Awards last Sunday. My youngest showed me a cool video last night because we're way into the show, and we finished up the series for a third time last night, getting ready for the new one. But we also started watching a video series by this guy called Dr. Mike on YouTube, not our Dr. Mike, but a different guy, where he takes different medical shows and he watches the episodes and he gives you specifically what they're saying, because there's a lot of jargon, a lot of jargon, and a lot of abbreviations that are used and things like that. And he's walking through and he's like, "This is what this means. That's what that means. This is why we do this." And he'll also point out they probably wouldn't do this in a real world scenario, but The Pit is like, it's as close to the real thing as you can possibly get.
So I watch a lawyer that does the same thing with legal shows or any legal movies. Like he took A Few Good Men and took all of that. I like to hear that stuff. Yeah. And I it's not like I go, well, that's not accurate. I don't like this anymore. You realize things have to be manipulated for drama purposes.
Absolutely.
But like the Shogun series, they had a professor of Japanese culture go through each episode, and that show is like 85, 90% on the money accurate.
Yeah. I love it.
And I love knowing that.
Love it. All right. There are some new movies opening this weekend. If you have a moment, we'll bend your ear and tell you about them. All right. Opening today, Primate, a horror mystery film. And it stars Johnny Sequoia, Jessica Alexander, and Troy Katsura. A group of friends, tropical vacation turns into a terrifying primal tale of horror and survival. Hour and 29 minutes long. It's rated R, wide theater release. At Rotten Tomatoes, they give it a score of 76%.
So the idea is this primate gets rabies. And it starts breaking out. Now, this is kind of cool. That sequence in Nope where the chimp goes crazy. Yeah. So consider that extended. But there's one aspect to this that I heard that's very cool, Preston. Chimps don't swim.
Oh.
So to elude this thing that's coming after them, they have to get into the pool.
Okay.
And so that's their one area where they can go where the chimp just keeps walking around the pool trying to get
stuck in the pool.
They're stuck in the pool.
Wow. Interesting. All right. Greenland 2 Migration, action adventure starring Gerard Butler. Marina, is it Baccarin or Baccarin?
I mean, I Baccarin is how
That's
it's
what I've been saying, but we
pronounced.
had Mr. Skin on the other day, and he said he thought it was pronounced a little bit different. I'll have to look into that. Also, Roman Griffin Davis. In the aftermath of a comet strike that decimated most of the planet, the Garrity family must leave the safety of their Greenland bunker to traverse a shattered world in search of a new home. It is now in 38 minutes long, rated PG-13, wide theater release. Rotten Tomatoes score at 60%.
I still want to see it.
Yeah, me too, because I really liked that first movie.
And out of nowhere, this is really good.
Yeah. And I like the idea of, okay, this happened.
Yeah.
What now? So we'll see. And then finally, We Bury the Dead opens. It is a horror mystery starring Daisy Ridley, Brenton Thwaites, and Matt Whelan. After a catastrophic military disaster, the dead don't just rise, they hunt. The military insists that they are harmless and slow-moving, offering hope to grieving families. But when Ava enters a quarantine zone searching for her missing husband, she uncovers the horrifying truth. The undead are growing more violent, more relentless, and more dangerous at every passing hour. Hour and 35 minutes long, rated R, wide theater release, Rotten Tomatoes score 84%.
I'll tell you something. I will hang out with the undead, but I'm always on my guard.
Oh, yeah.
You never know what you're going to get. Yeah.
Man, the zombie genre just never stops, does it? I mean, they still find ways to make it interesting, and people still like it.
So I'm at low tide with my zombie love.
Me too.
Give me something that revitalizes that, and I'm all in. I tend to love the genre, but I've been over-zombied.
All right, how about this?
Okay. Is the pitch? Is your elevator?
This is your elevator pitch. This zombie movie only takes place inside a roller skating rink.
Okay.
So it's zombies on roller skates.
Okay.
I'm down.
What do you think?
Yeah, well, they would
Electric
move
Zombaloo.
more quickly. Are they like shuffle skating and stuff? And boogieing?
You just push them.
I don't think they know how to skate.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
When they got attacked, they knew how to skate, but when they became undead, so you do have a way to get away from them because they don't know how to actually skate on roller skates.
Well, if you were doing like the original Night of the Living Dead, they were just shuffling.
Yeah.
You could elude them easily.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So, all right. Let's do a GoFundMe.
Okay.
We'll take that out for a spin.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to play some clips right now, though. We'll get on that GoFundMe later on. In People We Meet on Vacation, two former best friends try to reconnect with one last vacation. Here, Tom Blythe talks about support from fans of the novel.
I mean, we keep remarking on how just lovely and energetic and kind of supportive they've been the whole time. And I don't know, like you always have the fear of like, are we going to do them right? Are they going to feel like we did it justice? And they've been nothing but lovely.
I don't think I want to see it.
People We Meet on Vacation, streaming now on Netflix. Here's our next clip for you. The 83rd Golden Globes will present the awards for excellence in international TV and film on Sunday. And here host Nikki Glazer talks about what'll be different from her hosting last year.
Last year was really about introducing myself to all these A-listers who may be familiar with me, you know, like this really biting, no holds barred kind of like attack comic. And I felt like I needed to like ease them into like, listen, based on last year, they'll trust me a little bit more so I can get away with more.
Yeah! Golden Globes air Sunday at 8 p.m. on CBS.
I will say this. She, even though she had these sort of, I guess, her impression was that of an attack MC, she was always, oh, I'm so sorry. She was apologizing while she was saying this stuff. So she was mitigating it a bit.
Okay.
Her approach wasn't like she was just going after them.
Yeah.
You know, I think she does it. She walks the line well.
Cool. We like Nikki. She's cool. All right, and before we take a break, got a text from somebody who says, circling back to the Jackass movie opening.
Yes, yeah.
Said, you guys got a shout-out on Steve-O's podcast yesterday with Jess Margera. Well, thank you, Steve-O. Appreciate that. And Jess, good to hear about that. All right, we are going to break and come back in a moment. It's Friday. Is no sad bro. It's not allowed today. In fact, we'll continue the opposite of that by releasing some information. We have an announcement coming up with our bizarre file about an hour or so from now. And comedian Dave Smith is stopping by today, and we'll give away our Word of the Week prize. And the Connoisseur is coming up, too. We'll take a break and come back in a moment. Stay with us.
Butted her right in the eye.
Wow. So my dad's feet He could not stand tickling.
Really?
And of course, as a kid, I was all over that. And
You
so
little
if he'd be
bastard.
sitting there
Yeah.
with his shoes off and fully relaxing, I would go over and tickle. And Casey, there were times where I thought he would have kicked my head off.
Really?
And not out of anger.
No.
He's just reflexing.
Just out of reaction. And so I could see why the black eye thing could easily happen. I probably got hurt at some point trying to pull that on my dad. But there are some people that are extremely sensitive to that. Like you could even just kind of gesture like you're going to do it, and they immediately cringe.
What part of your body would you say, though you're not very ticklish, is the most ticklish?
Yeah, probably the armpit.
When I've had my lower intestine tickled with a mag light, it's so ticklish.
One of my favorites, though, was to find out that somebody just above the kneecap is ticklish there because it's so easy to just reach over and squeeze real quick.
Yep.
And it's not a tickling thing; it's a squeeze thing.
Yeah.
And it does something to the nerves in there. And that one was my favorite to get people
With Claire, it's the sides. It's her hips.
Oh man,
Ba-boom.
yeah, I believe it. All right, so why is armpit licking becoming more popular?
Food's expensive.
The internet has a lot to answer for. As discussions pop up on online forums, it normalizes the kink and exposes more people to it. Once people find community, they find more value and they're able to feel less shame about their fetishes because they have people who can relate and exchange clips and things
You
like that.
find your groups.
Yeah.
And you don't feel so alone.
Yeah, totally. Listen, man, it was like when I found out about ASMR.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I felt liberated. It was like I came out of the closet or something like that because I thought I was
You're the only one.
person who had this weird thing when I would hear certain sounds and found that appealing, and it would put me in a trance-like state. And it was ages ago, well over a decade ago, that I found out other people had this. I'm like, oh my, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm not a monster.
It's like I can't be the only one who gets intimate with roadkill.
So maybe the armpit licking for some people is a revelation.
Having spent time in a dominatrix chambers,
You did, for the show.
live on this show. I understand the tickling thing, but the tickling that I got was juxtaposed to pain, right?
Yes.
So it was when they were whipping me, and that hurt really, really bad. And then they would take these like feathers or these long, and then, but. So when that happens right after you get done being whipped, it feels so much better.
Right.
Wasn't that place like right in the city?
It was an old city.
Old city, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of dungeons in the city. But yeah, so that's what they do, Case. They take these two extremes
Yeah.
and take you back and forth between them because they can be so kind and wonderful when
I remember-
until you're a bad boy.
I don't think I want the extreme. Do you remember a particular moment?
It's just so funny because we have video of it. It'll never see the light of day, but there is a point I'm laying on my stomach and I'm being whipped and it hurts so bad. And I just go like, I'm like flopping like a dolphin and I go, I'm done! I'm done!
Did they give you a safe word?
I'm done!
You also had the lit can or the
That was fine. That was more of just
Right.
like a show thing, but no, there were
The lit what? I don't know what
they
finish.
lit they put like cotton on my nipples.
Yes.
And then they lit it on fire and then they cupped it with a with a cup and
They
then
did the cupping and it sucked your boobie up in there.
Yeah. But the clothespins on the nutsack hurt a lot.
Oh my God.
And then when I asked to take it off, it actually hurt more.
Yeah.
That sensation of it coming off of
Let's step back just a second here. This is on the radio.
yeah.
Because I don't remember everything that we've done over the years. They took clothespins.
Yeah, I didn't know
and
that was gonna
pinned your sack.
just the skin part.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
Not the boys,
Yeah.
but still, we did that.
You did that to me.
We did that. That was.
I just
Sorry.
want to let you know
Was that Month of Stunts?
what you guys did to me. Yeah, on Month of Stunts. Yeah, that one. I listen.
That was before you, Marissa.
I felt like I was in a moment where I wasn't allowed to say no. You know what I mean?
On the show?
Yeah. Well, in the show, in the moment, it was like one of those, like, oh, you're gonna do what?
Well, let's remember that was the same point in time when you were saying, "I'd like to get shot in the ass with a 22."
Were you mildly game for it when they brought it up?
No. Listen. My genitals were exposed. Like I didn't want my genitals exposed. Like that's very vulnerable.
Yeah.
It's Not a champ down there, you know what I'm saying?
What was more vulnerable, the Brazilian wax?
That one, well, I mean, I bled, but when I got waxed, surprisingly, the back end didn't hurt like at all.
Right,
like,
the front end was horrible.
Actually, right above the pubic bone area was the most sensitive.
Okay.
Whitley Bay, wherever that is, a woman has been jailed after she was spotted having sex outside a busy shopping center in broad daylight. Rachel Hardy Gent, who had her breasts exposed and was naked from the waist down, was seen by a delivery driver engaging in the intimate act. Of course, a court heard that the pair were in full view of passersby and those using Parkview Shopping Center, so police were called. Hardy Gent was arrested and later found to be carrying a broken wine bottle neck in her bra.
Oh, my God. I do that too.
Hardy Gent has now been jailed for 16 weeks after she pleaded guilty to outraging public decency, possession of an offensive weapon, and breaching the suspended sentence.
Hardy Gent and Kinky Kelly, this sounds like an early Springsteen song.
A delivery driver was dropping off goods and was traveling down the trade entrance when he spotted her and a male. The prosecutor said they were laying on the floor having sex. This defendant is said to be naked from the waist down. She also had her chest exposed. The male in question had his trousers and underwear pulled down, clearly having sex. It was plainly in sight of members of the public.
And Kinky Kelly having sex outside the LA Fitness. Hey, man! Have you seen the mugshot? It's the last person you'd ever want to have sex with.
So members of the public passing by could be seen by people using the shopping center, and the police became involved, and the defendant was arrested. She was taken into custody and searched, and in her bra, a jagged end of a bottle was found, a bottle of wine possibly. So here's what's interesting. So the court heard that Hardy Gent had 58 offenses on her record. Mark Stiles defending said that Hardy Gent wants to be sent to prison.
Oh, okay.
She said she drank so much. He said she drank so much alcohol on the day in the question, she blacked out and has no idea how she ended up outside the shopping center. She had the glass bottle for her own protection, but had no intention of using it. She wants to get help with her alcohol misuse and housing matters, and it's upsetting application to me to ask that she be sent to prison, but that's what she wants, and she's an adult, so perhaps she knows what's best for her. So,
well, she's taken control of the situation and realizes that when you find broken bottle parts in your bra, things have gotten away from you.
Yep, and I think they have. So she wants to be sent away.
Though she was outside an LA Fitness, right?
I don't know. Okay.
Wait, ironic you said that, Steve. There is a Snap Fitness
right outside.
Okay, so that's where you snap the top of the bottle off and put it in your bra.
All right, an Ohio man was recently arrested for sending a baggie of methamphetamine through a bank's drive-through pneumatic tube system. Jason G. Smith was booked on drug-related charges earlier this week. We just had a story about a week ago of a guy sent a burning cigar in through one of those tubes. This incident occurred at a bank just east of Columbus. On the day in question, a bank employee called deputies to report finding a crystal-like substance consistent with methamphetamine in a baggie that accompanied a transaction sent through one of the bank's air tubes.
He looked like he could use a little meth.
Subsequent testing determined the substance in the small bag was, in fact, methamphetamine. Over the course of the ensuing investigation, authorities determined the defendant had inadvertently sent the package to the bank through the drive-thru.
Perhaps the bank has a Christmas meth club.
He was located nearby with the use of a police dog. They recovered additional suspected drugs and drug-related items from his truck, and they transported him to the county jail. Jennifer Lopez appears to be making a final break from her past with Ben Affleck as fans think she's beginning to remove a tattoo she once dedicated to him. So this is, again, people are speculating this. After their 2022 wedding, she revealed an infinity symbol design on her rib cage intertwined with his name, but a comment on Dumois claims that J-Lo swapped a hummingbird in place of his name.
So she did sort of a modification.
I guess so.
So originally it was a full rib cage tattoo of the Batmobile. Which was kind of outlandish.
Nod to him.
Yeah. I liked it.
Speculation followed Lopez for months, especially after a series of red carpet appearances where the ink seemed concealed and faded. Her backless AMA's look in May further fueled the belief that the tattoo removal may already be underway.
I don't know what the hell she's doing, but she looks spectacular. And how old is she?
Amazing.
50s?
60.
52. 52 or something?
52.
No,
Can you do a
no,
quick
she's
check?
not 52. I'm 52. She's got to be. I thought she was pushing 60.
No, I don't think so. Marissa will verify her age here in a moment.
56.
56, all right.
All right.
She's getting there.
I mean, she doesn't drink. She probably doesn't eat cheese.
She's
Works out every day.
She doesn't eat cheese.
Yeah.
Do you eat cheese? You will.
Have you heard
Eat
that?
that cheese.
Or has it been verified she doesn't eat cheese, or are you just saying that?
I know she doesn't drink.
Okay.
I'm guessing she probably doesn't eat cheese.
Wow, we're looking at a video of her in a bikini dancing, and yeah, her body's in fine form.
Would you feel comfortable in front of a paying audience to get that naked?
I can't wait till the day that I can do that.
Jesus Christ.
If I
shower with my clothes on.
if I had the body, I would do
Yeah.
that in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
You'd be doing the show right now naked.
Yes, I
Yeah.
would. Most definitely. So we're going to go to the ass now.
Yes, you have to.
Yes.
Opposite side.
We go top to bottom.
Yeah.
So you never know what scientists are going to find when they start looking for things. For example, research now
Don't go
suggests
looking around down there.
that hydrogen sulfide, the gas found in flatulence, may help protect the brain from Alzheimer's disease.
Oh.
In simpler language, smelling farts might help protect your brain.
That's complimentary.
A 2021 study from Johns Hopkins Medicine found that in mice, the gas helped prevent the buildup of tangled proteins that block communication between brain cells and cause them to die.
So one is not suggesting that you should surround yourself with gaseous people who fart on you all the time. If you could extract this gas, could you by inhaling it periodically slow an Alzheimer's scenario?
It's early in the research, but they're looking at that very thing.
But at least eat
By the
more
way, a little
meat.
musical treat later on this morning. We have brand new stuff from the Black Crows.
Very cool.
We've not heard it yet.
No.
Chuck sent an email to us last night that it was apparently coming through early this morning, 6 a.m. So we're going to play that after this next break coming up and right before the Bizarre File. So get set for that. It's called Profane Prophecy. So we'll all hear it together for the
Nice.
first time, which is cool. You wanted to mention something, Steve?
Yes, Preston. You know, we knew her first as Lauren Fellman, Lauren Carmella, now Lauren Pierno, her married name. She is a longtime friend of the show. She is the designer and realtor that Claire and I use. She helped work with Mr. Contractor to get our kitchen done. She is phenomenal, phenomenally talented. Well, her and her husband are the debut couple for the debut season of House Hunters tonight at 10:30.
Oh.
The episode is called Philly Charms versus the Burbs. And so they do their house hunting and everything. On my social media, you have all the information about getting in touch with Lauren. She is phenomenal. She's been amazing getting the kitchen done and doing design stuff with Claire. And she's just an all-in-one source for anything home-related. But this episode is really cool. She worked on it a while ago, and it's kind of a big thing. And I love that show. So I'm very excited that she's part of it.
And I love it when they film them here in
they
our
film it
city
here,
because we get
yeah.
to see, a restaurant or a corner,
So you'll get to see that. So that's tonight at 10:30, Philly Charms versus the Burbs with Lauren Pierno, dear friend of the Preston and Steve Show.
And that's on HGTV.
HGTV.
Okay, cool. Excellent. All right, it's time to clean out the junk drawer, gang. It's Friday.
Wait.
Preston's cleaning out his junk drawer. Getting things out of his junk drawer. Finding stuff here in the junk drawer.
Jesus.
Even I'm amazed.
Let me jump in. All right, so I got this from an analysis of Google search data that reveals the hardest Wordle puzzles in every state the past year. And then the hardest words in the country for Wordle. I've not played Wordle in a long time. Case, you still play it?
Yeah, I'm like 5 times a week I'll play it.
Okay.
When I'm
Claire plays it still. I've never played it. I'm not big on the games, but I know people who just adore it.
Yeah.
Dude, 2 nights ago, I was so freaking mad. I ended up getting the word. I got it in 5. I like to get it in 3. If I get it in any more than 3, I consider that a failure.
Right.
And I had these letters. I had O, O, and M. All right. So I had the one O in its right place, and I think I had the M in the right place, and then I had all these others letters that were that were eliminated, and the word ended up being oomph. So O-O-M-P-H.
Right.
That's a tough call on that one.
is.
Is there you have a particular starter word that you?
No, what I like to do is I like to use words My starter words always I like to have the. I'm looking at the keyboard right now. S, T, R, N, L, and D.
Okay.
And then I'll interchange the vowels in there. So I'll start with like trail or talon or stare or any of those ones, and then it's been working out well for me. I know I don't like to use the same word. A starter word. I know Nick Murphy does.
Yeah,
I think he.
Yeah,
uses,
your daughter used to as well. At you. Because it used a lot of vowels.
That was the starter word that I used to use. There was two other word games that I would play. I don't play them anymore, but one was Quirtle,
right.
And then the other one was Octurtle. So Quirtle is QU. It's 4 in one, and then Octurtle was 8. And so I would use a do first because it basically used almost all the vowels.
Yeah.
So the Pennsylvania's most difficult word to solve over the year was the word dowel.
Dowel.
D-O-W-E-L. And that was back in May of 2025.
So you don't play it much anymore these days?
Nah, quit.
Yeah.
I still, when I do pick at it eventually, I'm like, okay, I should get back into this game. But it can be a time eater.
Yeah.
It's not a quick game. So, I mean, occasionally you get lucky, but when you're sitting there hunting and trying to figure out, it can take a little bit of time, and I don't always feel like taking the time to play it. But so New Jersey's most difficult word was gnome.
G-N-O-M-E?
G-N-O-M-E, yeah. So a lot of times there are silent letters that are the sticklers that make words difficult. And Delaware's most difficult word was lousy. Yeah, and lousy was not one of the top ones in the country, but the 5 hardest words in America were, number 1 is dowel.
Yeah.
So the same as PA. Fugue was second.
That's another one.
Gnome is third. Hole, W-H-O-L-E, is fourth. And rough is number 5.
So how's your Wheel of Fortune game?
Terrible.
Okay.
Rochelle kills it.
Yeah. Oh, does she?
Yeah, it's like 2 letters will be up and 18 letters on the word, and she'll nail it. And I'm like, I hate you.
I think what allows me to do comedically what I do impairs me with everything else.
All right.
Like I don't think in that fashion where I have that ability. Sometimes I've pulled one out on Wheel of Fortune, and it feels like quite an accomplishment. But for the most part, I suck at these things.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. If I get one, I'm pretty excited about it. But Jeopardy,
Donked it.
So that's why it's kind of fun to have Jeopardy and Wheel back to back, because Jeopardy's my game. I'll sit there and I'll rattle off a bunch of them.
Agreed.
Rochelle doesn't really get many of them. And then it segues into Wheel, and then she dominates, and I sit back and look like a stump.
Do you ever have a Jeopardy category come up where you're like, this is a poorly written category? I
don't watch it all that much.
Yeah, I watch it every night. Yeah. But I mean, there's sometimes it's like, man, they missed the mark. And then sometimes I'll check on online, and I'll see other fans respond like, that was too difficult or too weird.
There are some that I don't understand until they've gotten halfway through the category and had 4 answers. I'm like, oh, now I get it.
Right.
And so, it's disappointing.
Yeah, it's a type of meat paired with shoe wear. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I don't know. They get pretty creative with some of it. All right, so if you play Wordle, just a heads up. We'll look out for words like lousy and dowel and gnome.
Queef.
Gnome and queef. All right, let's go back in. Here is an article about being more interesting in social circles. The source of this was
be more interesting.
Tango. So you know people that are just charismatic. They command a room, and not in an annoying way. Just people like them. And
would you
have
consider yourself one of those people?
Oh God, no.
If called upon, though, if you go into a room and your charge is to sort of get things going, could you do that?
Well, if it's a task, I can do that.
Yeah. So you have the chops. It's just like you're not inclined to do it in a more civilian sense.
I'm usually the first one if like everyone's attention needs to be gotten. I'm I'll do it. I will be loud and get everyone's attention and tell you what we're going to be doing now, as is kind of my role as a host. But to just go in and socialize and wow the room, I can't do that. No way. But apparently, these people aren't just born magnetic. They do have a few simple things that make them more interesting, more attractive, and more fun to be around. If people want to talk to them, they hang out with them. So these are things that we can do, and there are some things that you can practice to help people naturally gravitate towards you.
All right.
So would you like to hear some
These
of
always
these things?
work out well. Yeah. How
All right.
can you be more interesting?
There's 10 of them. Well, and this is stuff you have to practice, by the way.
Right.
So you give compliments about what a person has chosen, not about what they were born with.
Now, do you do this in a mirror or how do you?
Yeah, maybe. No, instead of complimenting someone's eyes or lips or whatever it may be,
Your couch is awesome.
maybe their couch.
Yeah.
You never know.
Go, yeah.
Or their clothing, or car or whatever.
And I'm
it may
not
be.
saying this because you have one weird eye.
I've started to do that with anybody with fun nails, like a server or
Yeah.
bartender. So I'm, your nails are great. Because
That's
you
a
know
good
that
one.
a girl that puts a lot of effort into her nails appreciates that compliment.
Yeah, and took the time to decide that this is how I want to represent myself. So
What
that's
do you mean
a good
by
example.
that, bitch?
Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny is that you say that, Steve, is I know a person who, if you complimented them, they thought you were actually
Sarcastic?
That you were disingenuous about it.
Yeah.
That you, so if you're like, hey, oh, yeah, I really like that shirt, in their mind they were going, oh man, they don't like my shirt.
Making fun of my shirt.
Yeah. Oh, nice shirt.
Yeah.
Now that's the way you should say it.
Right, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Nice pants.
I meant that as a compliment. Yeah, nice shirt.
All right. So they also recommend you pause before answering questions. Pause before answering questions. Just take a beat is what they're saying. Stand or sit still when you speak. Don't fidget. Let others finish their sentences completely before you answer. That's one I've worked on. I try to do that. I know that when people are talking to you, and especially if it's something that you are interested in or you have something to contribute to, the inclination is to just jump in and share those facts or shared experiences. I have learned to be more cognizant of chill, let them finish. And this is different than our work environment because we rapid fire around all over the place. But I do like to just wait, and share when it's time to share.
I'm the worst because I'm so ADD and I try to really throw on the brakes, but I literally, it will be painful to me. But it's not the person's fault if they're explaining something and I already know what they're going to say. I got the point. Mm-hmm. You can almost see me physically going,
Yeah,
and that's on me.
Yeah.
That's something I need to handle.
It was really hard for me during this whole portion of the segment to not jokingly interrupt you. It was really, really hard for me to not do that. So
No, I have a couple of different types of friends, and I have one that who interrupts regularly when I'm starting to share something, and I have never said I'm not done yet. May I finish this, please? It's not you.
Okay.
Casey pointed to himself. Is it me? Is it me? And then I have another friend who takes a long time to explain things, and so I'm the one that has to hold back. And so I've learned to over time just let them go ahead and tell this the way they want to tell it because this is the way they are operating, and it takes some patience. And I also recently saw a really cool a video of a guy explaining how important patience is, and I'm trying to be more cognizant of that. But it's something that you have to work at. It's not necessarily just natural to you. So if you can, let others finish their sentences completely before you jump in.
I think every once in a while, though, you'll have that person in your life where it's okay to say, "Get to the point."
Yes, most definitely. Then there's another one that says, another tip, don't argue just to argue.
I hate that. I hate contrarians.
Yeah, I don't do that.
I'm more inclined to, what do you have to say? Okay, all right. Entertain the notion as opposed to, I know people who are just reflexively going to say the exact opposite of what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, shut up.
I know. And I've gotten to a point now where when I start to hear a debate, I'm just like, I'm not going to put the effort in.
Yeah.
I don't.
I have Wordle.
I got Wordle
I got
words
Wordle to
do.
play.
Very difficult
Yeah.
words to figure out.
Dow.
No, but there are times, and it's not me giving up per se.
No.
It's like, I'm not going to fight this.
Yeah.
Okay, believe what you
Okay,
want.
ruffled chips are better.
Go ahead.
I have to remind myself in the course of a conversation. I'm talking like if you're just small talk, like social party or whatever. I have to really remind myself. Okay, stop talking about myself. Ask them a question about them. You know what I mean? Because
You just get nervous.
I do.
That's
get
how you
nervous.
end up talking to people about Wetzel's
What's
pretzels.
pretzels? Yeah. It was really that the crux of that conversation was whether or not they had ever heard of it and if they liked it.
But what's funny is our industry, our job, our profession is communicating. But we still are subject to the same things in a social situation. You get invited to a place where you don't know a lot of people or whatever. It can be as awkward as you know, even with these skills we purport to have.
I just was recently at my friend's father passed away, and I went to the viewing, and I only knew, my friend and then his two brothers, and it was a really, really big
I'm so
family.
sorry for your loss. Have you ever had Wetzel's Pretzels?
But I was
Nuggets, share.
I was with my son, and he when we were leaving, he was kind of making fun of me for like the things that I was like saying. But I'm like, that is an awkward situation for a lot of people.
Show me the person
I don't want
who's
to say the right thing, the wrong thing,
right? Who's practiced at talking to people in lines at funeral, and you at a funeral, you must have the most horrible life if that's all you're doing all your time.
Right.
And maybe a funeral director develops that kind of skill.
Yeah.
But most people don't.
Here's another tip on what you can do to be more interesting in social circles. Nod a little more slowly than usual.
I do this.
Yeah. I don't know why nodding slowly will do anything, but
I will do that.
Yeah, it's like an affirmation thing.
Yeah.
I think when you're the one talking,
Slower, Preston. Like much slower.
wait, are you nodding off?
So much so
You
that
just
it's
drop
almost
your chin all the way to your chest.
indistinguishable. Yeah, he's passing out.
it's just it is a nonverbal sort of communication that you are engaged and listening to what the person is saying to you.
I will take my hands and I will scissor them down to my groin.
Yes.
Okay. As in the suck it motion.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm going through it. I'm like, yeah, a slow nod is kind of like, oh, yes, that's interesting. Where a fast nod could be like, yeah, I know that already.
Yeah, move it
Right.
along.
Okay.
So,
Good point.
yeah,
Yeah.
nonverbal communication there.
And Marissa, the slower nod is like, I am taking this in. Yep. So, all right.
I'm not listening to a goddamn thing you're saying.
or that.
Number 7 on this list is match the other person's energy at 85%, not 100%. The other person's energy at 85%, not 100%. Well, that could go two different ways.
Yeah.
Because if their energy is very, very low, are you matching the low energy at 85%? Well, I don't know.
So am I?
Do I need to be a little more up than them?
I tend to be chameleon-like. I tend to be up, though I do have my more sullen, moments. But it can be awkward if you're way out of whack with the energy of the person you're talking to.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right, here's another one. Hold eye contact for 1 beat longer than feels comfortable.
Looking at you, man.
So just a little bit longer. Hang on a little bit longer.
Are we done talking? Yeah, a few more seconds, man.
2 more tips. Lower your voice at the end of your sentences.
I like it.
Which I can see that. And by lower your voice, I think by volume, maybe? Or does it mean...
or just actually James Earl Jones it?
Maybe.
Because if your inflection goes down, that means you are now done. Like I
Right.
just did then.
That's why
As opposed to you are now done. I went up, and it seems like a question.
up talkers are difficult a lot of times to know when they've come to the end of a sentence.
I know a couple of up talkers,
Yeah.
Steve, and it's like it's very strange to hear that.
Were you done?
Yeah.
Are you done?
Are you finished,
Yeah.
by the way?
Am I the one who's annoying?
Your inflection. And then number 10, position your body at a slight angle and not head on from the person that you're talking to.
Okay.
I always put my head between their knees.
Yeah.
So does that mean you kind of blade yourself a little bit?
Yeah, just a bit. Yeah.
All right.
Blade yourself? I never heard that phrase.
Yeah, it's kind of just turned a little bit.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, that way, just in case you spit when you talk, it doesn't go directly.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
You should be miming the running out of the room pantomime.
I I can almost remember every single person. Gary Lauer one time was talking to me, and the spit globule went out of his mouth and went slow motion, like
Where did it land?
on my bottom lip.
Oh, on your lip!
Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh, do we have the cough? That's sorry. You got something on your face there, Case.
I had 3 testicles.
Jesus. So maybe if you position yourself a little bit over,
It would have ended up on my shoulder.
a little less spittle, a little less disgusting. So, all right, these are tips about how to become more interesting in social circles. Back into the junk drawer. All right, here is a list of the world's richest content creators. There are some content creators who came into 2026 with a whole lot of money. This is Insider Media. They took a look at the highest earners via Forbes list based on their estimated earnings from April of 2024 to April 2025. So this is from a little bit while back.
Okay.
But they've compiled all of this.
All right, let's hear this.
And I have 12 of them.
Is Nell on the list?
Nell is... Could you imagine her as an influencer?
I shall watch her eat a raccoon.
Yeah, so... I wouldn't doubt it. All right, and a few of these actually, a couple of them I'm familiar with and actually watch some of their stuff. So number 12 is Miss Rachel.
Yeah, she's the kids love Miss Rachel, right?
Yep. So she's a YouTuber, and she made over $23 million last year. So did TikTok star Charlie D'Amelio.
Yeah, she was one of the first to really break big on social media. She did a lot of the dance videos.
Okay. Then 10 is YouTuber Mark Rober. He made $25 million. Number 9 is podcaster Stephen Bartlett, who made $29 million.
Is that Bartlett Sports? Is that who that
Don't
is?
know, Case.
Okay.
Don't know. Number 8 is one I watch. My youngest has been watching for years, Markiplier. He's on YouTube. Very funny guy, gamer, but does all kinds of stunty, fun stuff. He is 32 years old. I like that guy. Number 7, the Alex Cooper. The Caller Daddy has made $32 million. Kids YouTuber Ryan Kaji made $35 million. Number 5 is another one I'm familiar with, the duo Rhett and Link for Good Mythical Morning. They made $36 million. They're very creative and a lot of fun. That's a YouTube group. Number 4 is Matt Rife.
Yeah.
They consider him a TikTok and I guess content creator.
By default.
But he's a comedian. So he made $50 million.
$50 million?
Douchebag Jake Paul made $50 million. Wow. YouTuber Darman. Anybody familiar?
Darman.
Number 2. Wow, $56 million. And then eclipsing them all is Mr. Beast.
Yeah, we knew that.
Who made $85 million.
So is
on
the
YouTube.
one kid that you mentioned, is that one of the really lucrative accounts belongs to this kid who just gets toys and demos them?
Really?
Yeah, that's all they do.
No idea.
All right.
I don't know if that's one of the people I mentioned or not.
Right.
I only know like 5 of those names. So not really sure.
So Mr. Beast has a show on Amazon Prime, right? That is debuted or is debuting.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money there.
Yep. He's doing pretty good for himself.
All right.
He bought his number of his employees like houses in a cul-de-sac in a own little community. And,
Oh, dude.
Yeah. How soon before that becomes Jonestown?
Right?
He had a very interesting video. I forget who it was with, but he talked about the fact that his videos that don't have words do much better than the ones where somebody's speaking because they can go into any country without translation.
International.
Do you know
Yeah.
what I heard? And this is interesting, Mr. that you bring this up because Preston, concerning like Netflix and concerning shows in general, whether they be Netflix or, on Prime or any of the streaming or just channels in general, content, as they say. The word is you're getting much more exposition and dialogue these days and less imagery or quiet moments because the notion is that people who are watching it have maybe 2 screens open and are distracted. So for them to follow the story, it helps to kind of have it sort of read through dialogue to them about what's going on.
Yeah.
So they'll be looking at their phone the way you do, Case.
Yeah.
But you don't have to look up at the TV because it'll be represented what's going on in the dialogue.
Right.
You won't get quiet passages where what you're seeing is conveying what's happening.
Rochelle, I catch her all the time, and I don't know on what platform, if it's on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, but she is constantly watching. It'll be like on the screen, you'll see like video gameplay or something like that. And it's a mechanized voice that's reading a story. And so the husband went in to tell the daughter that this had happened and blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
And it's read at rapid fire pace,
Yes.
pace as well. And I'm like,
You don't ask her what you don't tell you.
I know. We don't talk about it.
All right.
This is the best way to kill your husband.
Yeah, probably.
Wait till he's asleep and put a pillow over his face.
I wonder if that's for like visually impaired people. Like it might be a setting that kind of describes what's happening on the screen.
No, it's not that.
Oh.
So what's on screen is not what's being described.
Oh.
It's a story being told. The video is just like whatever. It's just,
They'll throw on like video of something being screwed into a wall where there's like I've seen this happen where there's I don't know
But
what
the
that's
story,
about.
she's listening to the
Yeah.
story and not necessarily watching.
The imagery doesn't the
video.
imagery doesn't match
Okay.
it.
Yeah, so it's really weird. I got a really weird wife. What can I say?
But she's hot.
I got this story sent to me via email from someone named Kathy. And it says, please read this for Casey and make sure he knows I still love that it makes him so mad.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Bath & Body Works Pizza and Ranch Candle is going viral with shoppers either loving it or hating it. The candle has sold out and will not be restocked by the company.
You know, you have one little outburst, and it'll follow you for the rest of your life.
What you got there?
I got a pizza and ranch. Is this are these Beanie Babies? This is not a
Beanie Babies, but they're plushies.
Yeah.
The little plush.
Shoot.
You pulled them apart.
I think they. Oh no,
They
they're
magnets?
magnetic.
They have magnets.
Oh, magnet.
Yeah.
Did you see? I had no idea. But anytime something pizza and ranch comes up, people send it to me.
And you'll never elude that.
But you know what? I mean, also
It's
at
like
the same.
Richard Gere with the gerbil. It's never going to leave you.
It's never going to
Yeah.
leave you, but at least it's not that. You know what I mean? But at least people are thinking of me. You
Yeah.
know? So
No, that's right.
Yeah.
So it's been sold out, and they will not restock it. The scent provoked extreme reactions, with some users calling it disgusting, while others praised its, quote, oddball scent. Apparently, it smells pretty weird.
Okay, I would imagine it does. You guys remember, obviously, Scratch and Sniff stickers?
Yeah.
I always hated the pizza one.
I always hated the cinnamon one.
Really?
Like anything with a cinnamon flavor, I felt they got it. It did not agree with my sense of smell.
What about a cinnamon candle?
I like cinnamon candles, so
Yeah.
just scratch and sniff.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
whatever reason, they got
Does-
that smell wrong, and I hated it.
Did they have to use some type of oil that dries to get that scratch and sniff thing?
I don't know
And
how that worked.
And I don't think.
Yeah.
Remember Smell-O-Vision?
Yeah.
So they'd have that. John Waters had that.
But as a kid, the scratch and sniff stuff were all over the place.
Yeah.
There was you could buy sheets of those, and there would be pictures of grapes or whatever.
Yeah.
You scratch it and you smell it, and it had a scent to it.
Kind of bummed that stickers don't mean anything anymore.
That stickers don't mean anything anymore. What do you mean by that?
When you were a kid and you got like a thing of stickers, like they were the best.
Hang on.
Yeah.
They don't mean anything to you, but to kids, they still love stickers.
Oh yeah,
dude.
no, I'm talking about myself. I'm bummed for
okay.
myself. Yeah.
I want to return to a time when stickers mean something.
Now I have to rescind that comment because if I get a good car sticker or a window sticker, which
I got a sticker.
Yeah, I kind of like those, but I guess I don't really have anything to stick stickers to.
You're not as excited about stickers.
I wish I would. I'm with you, Casey. I don't want to stick any stickers on my car, but I really do. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't want to because I don't want to kind of quote unquote devalue the look of my car because I really like my car.
Yes.
But then again, there's some cool either little imagery or statements or things like that I would like to put out there, but I don't want to put it on
Do
my
you know
car.
there's no problem with that? Is Zach, our managing
yeah.
guy?
Yeah, the
Zach
whole back of his
Stickers
car.
up his car.
Yeah, Zach is one of those. You see him every now and then. People who just destroy the back of their car by
destroy
putting
it.
stickers all over it. That's what Zach does.
You need like one thing to collect your stickers.
Oh, so you have what is that?
It's a clipboard.
Okay.
You use it at live events.
I like that.
And some people do it with water bottles.
Yeah.
Preston, you were doing it with your water bottle, right?
You're a Visco girl.
Yep, it's my water bottle. I rock and rolled it out. I got the Police, Jimi Hendrix, the Beatles, U2, and stickers like that on
Now,
theirs.
are you maxed out or would you add more to that?
I would add more. I wanted to go with this kind of this look. I didn't want to overdo it and completely cover everything, but I've had it this way for years now.
Who's
So
on that?
maybe-
You got Hendrix, U2, the Beatles, the Police.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
So I can add some more to it.
Nice.
Yeah, down the road. All right, let's do. Oh, by the way, so the candle's limited availability has led to resale listings online for as much as $40. Case.
No.
All right, so we'll do one more story. And then we'll move along. The shops at Liberty Place are for sale. Chicago-based Metropolis Investment Holdings sees a sale of the shops at Liberty Place as a way to put the property in the hands of a company that specializes in retail. They're focused on office real estate, and they own the 61-story One Liberty Place. The company purchased both properties in 1999. The sale of the shops at Liberty Place is not an indication that Metropolis is planning to sell the skyscraper 2. There's no listed price, but sources familiar with their thinking says that they are hoping to sell the shops for $20 million.
And they're not doing poorly. I think there's like 85% occupancy or something.
Yeah, 77.7% occupied. And they include tenants like Joseph A. Bank, Victoria's Secret, Bloomingdale's. The food court proved especially popular and has long been a draw for office workers over there.
Yeah,
The Preston and Steve sticker store.
Oh, there's room for that.
Yeah.
I go to that Bloomingdale's outlet all the time.
Oh, really?
Went to Claire's to get Christmas gifts for my niece. Like,
Okay.
there's not many spots in the city anymore where you can, like, you know, if you need something to wear this weekend, you can head to. So that's one of the places.
So the real estate brokerage Jones Lang LaSalle is handling the sale. The shops opened in 1990. 3 years after One Liberty, which famously broke the gentleman's agreement that no building in Philadelphia should be taller than William Penn's hat on top of City Hall. 2 Liberty Place also opened up that same year. The shops at Liberty Place occupancy suffered a blow following COVID, but its general neighborhood is looking healthy. Both Liberty Place skyscrapers have strong occupancy.
I like to hear that.
And Center City's residential population is climbing. So.
You know, you go to there's that scene in the original Rocky, and I always wait for it when he runs up the steps and turns around and looks at the skyline.
Yeah, where are all the buildings?
Where are all the buildings, man? It's such a dramatic difference.
I'm telling you, it was so cool. Like growing up in this area, watching the city rise, literally. And so if you sat in the science wing of Cardinal O'Hara High School, you can see the city skyline. And you were watching it, like
you were witness to it
in real time.
Yeah,
it was cool.
They have that putt shack at Liberty. Did you
Yes.
ever make it there? Where it's like a mini golf, like a fun and game.
Yeah, I did
spot?
not.
You can you chip into like solo cups and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
It's fun, yeah.
Yeah, I got to check it out at some point. All right, that's the junk drawer. We're going to wrap it up right now, my friend.
That was the junk drawer. Preston's closing up his junk drawer. There's nothing left here in the junk drawer. Until next time, that was the junk drawer.
Kyle Mack with our jingle, of course. We are going to take a break. When we return, three things, actually. We're going to play new music from Black Crowes. A song called Profane Prophecy is going to be next. We have the Bizarre File, and we have an announcement to make as well. So stay put. We're coming back in a moment.
All right, I'm going to ask this question to the room, although I know Marissa probably doesn't want to answer this. But if you are alone in bed and you fart under the covers,
Ryan, we got to bring you in on this because Marissa probably won't be in on it.
You give yourself a Dutch oven if you know it's a pungent one,
like a good one.
A good one.
Listen, and I saw this on a greeting card one time, and I wholeheartedly agree. Happiness is the smell of your own farts.
Yeah.
So yes, Casey, I would.
That was so poetic.
Thank you. It's not mine. I read it.
No, that was Lord Byron.
Ryan, would you do it?
Probably.
And let's be honest here, yeah.
Nonchalantly, you'd be curious.
Yeah.
All right. You have your pilot's license. Would you ever do it in a cockpit?
Oh, there's no getting around it. In those small single engine aircraft, it's like flying a VW Bug.
Yeah.
There's no choice.
Yeah. I don't say that I will Dutch oven myself.
Yeah.
There's.
Well, you waft.
We've been talking recently about you get the gassiness, the buildup in your body, and it's almost like tapping off that potential agita. You know, when you get gassy inside, when you are able to expel it, it's like
Yeah, but you're wafting it, Preston. You're like,
there's a little bit of oregano,
Especially when there's a little sting to it. You're like, ooh, that was a good
that's
one.
like the police.
Yeah.
because I did have a follow-up to that question, and you guys don't know the answer to this, but like, do you think that, we do that because there's something in us that we are unaware of that thinks that there is a medicinal aspect to it?
I don't think that. I think that subconsciously we might be checking our health to some extent.
I think so. That's why I taste my own poop periodically.
Wow.
There's something wrong here.
No, I honestly think that smelling that gives you a peek into whether or not you're doing okay.
I would bet you that, and Dr. Mike could certainly dissect this, but I think there are a trained nose could discern something that might suggest a medical condition through a fart.
Right.
I don't know any doctor that actively wants to do that. But the same way, like I think of it in the way that they have the kitty litter boxes now that can immediately take a urine sample from a cat.
Right.
And or the toilets that you were talking about that will take a
picture
of fecal matter and assess what's going on.
Okay, here's...
All right.
I don't know why I've never thought about this. This is disgusting.
All right.
But it has to do with smelling farts. I don't think ever in my life I've ever smelled another human being's gas and gone, ooh,
No.
that's a good one.
No.
I can,
But for your
I
own.
can absolutely say,
Right?
I have never liked the smell. Never.
Yeah. But your own?
Oh my God! I've never disliked my. The worse, the
I've never
better.
thought about that.
Yeah.
No.
No.
The worse, the better.
So
All right.
if you're shaking your head as you're listening to this, and the truth of the matter is, think about it. Have you ever disliked
Yeah.
the smell of your own gas?
Yeah, like I can't even be with myself.
No, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I always love it.
I'm
And I always
disgusting.
wish I could turn it into a cologne.
Yeah. So the researchers gave the mice a compound that slowly released hydrogen sulfide, and the animals showed a 50% improvement in memory and
Dude, are you farting your brains out?
and motor function.
The hell did they give us?
Scientists say the findings open doors for new treatments, but
Mouse farts have to be adorable.
the research has only been done in animals so far. For now, the idea that smelling farts could ward off dementia is more of a quirky takeaway than proven medical advice, but the jury's still out. But listen, they'll research it. Here's a story about mall Santas. You know, they work for Santa.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they handle the load leading up to Christmas.
Santa's got to go.
So, but
he's got a load to handle.
They recently have gone on Reddit and shared some of the best responses and silly responses from kids that they get who come and ask for things for Christmas.
I love this. Part of the fun of going over to the mall during the holidays is to see the kids sitting in the awe of meeting Santa, sometimes the terror.
Yeah.
But it's so adorable.
So this parent said, my son asked for a Green Bay Packer one year.
Just not a jersey, a player.
He had an entire plan about how he would feed him and take him outside to exercise, and he could sleep next to his toddler bed if he wanted to.
Was it a specific Packer or just any Packer?
It just said a Green Bay Packer, so I don't know. Another mall Santa said, I had a 15 to 17-year-old girl whisper to me that she wished that her acne would go away. Aww. And I, of course, had no training, and I was a dumb 22-year-old, and I told her that it would go away on its own. And I don't know if I traumatized her or helped her or not. Aww.
I think there was a documentary about mall Santas, and there was a woman who ran basically a school for how to interact with kids. It was the sweetest thing because they will get a kid who maybe have a situation like, can you make the acne go away? Can you get mommy and daddy back together again?
Yeah.
And if you're sitting there in the mall, you've got to address that. You know.
Yeah.
But it's a wonderful. It's just such a magical thing.
Yeah.
I saw a really sweet video yesterday, and it was at Universal Studios in California, and you can meet the Grinch, and of course they have great actors at these parks. And there's a guy playing a Grinch, and this little girl comes up, and he's going, "Oh, you've been waiting your whole life to meet me," and say this, and she just looks up at him and goes, "Hola." And he goes, "Oh, no hablo inglés." And he goes into fluent Spanish, and the girl just lights up.
Don't you just want to? It's like the scene in Miracle on 34th Street with the deaf girl.
Oh, my God.
Tell me that doesn't kill you.
Okay, so I've seen that post several times that they go, it was Richard Burton who played the Santa Claus?
No, it was Richard Attenborough.
Attenborough. But they say in the posts I've seen several times, it's like, the actress is deaf, and she didn't know that Richard Attenborough was going to sign back to her.
Right, yeah.
And that her reaction is real. I don't think that's legit.
It may not be.
Because it's a movie.
Yeah,
They've prepared for all of this stuff.
Because what if she signed What the F?
Yeah. But maybe I don't know. It seems too good to be true.
So in the
I'd like to find
original,
out.
the girl speaks
German?
German or something. Yeah,
Sinterklaas?
And what do you want for Christmas? This isn't playing the way we wanted.
Und easy bake oven.
All right, so there's a murder trial happening. It's a big one. And normally I don't put these big high-profile murder cases in the bizarre file, but
But
have
you're
you
the
seen
one that committed the murder.
Well, it's a trial of this guy named Brian Walsh. It's out of Boston.
Yeah.
It's drawn national attention. His wife, Anna, vanished nearly 3 years ago. Prosecutors accused him of killing her on New Year's Day 2023, dismembering her body, discarding her remains in dumpsters across the region, including one near his mother's home. Investigators never recovered the body. In the days after her disappearance, prosecutors say Walsh repeatedly misled police as searches stretched out from the couple's neighborhood to Washington, D.C., where she worked. Now, on November 18th this year, just before the jury selection began, he pleaded guilty to 2 charges, which were misleading police and improperly removing or concealing a body. He still faces first-degree murder charges. Sentencing on the lesser charges will come later. The reason I bring this up is I wanted to read to you guys some of the internet searches that they found on his computer.
I love these. They're always so damning.
Oh, my God. So according to the officer, these were some of the posts, and there's a lot. Okay, so here we go.
Them.
It started at 4:52 a.m. on January 1st, on New Year's Day, which is when she went missing. Best ways to dispose of a body, and then it was how long before a body starts to smell. Another one was 10 ways to dispose of a dead body if you really need to. Next was how long for someone to be missing to inheritance, how long for someone to be missing to be dead, how long does DNA last, and he's redirected to a website titled, Is it possible to clean DNA off of a knife? Can identification be made on a partial human remain? How to dispose of a cell phone? How to dispose of a computer? Am I the user of my wife's? I am the user of my wife's credit card. She is missing. Can I still use the card?
Jesus.
My wife is missing. What should I do? Your spouse is missing and you want a divorce. Ways to dispose of body parts after a murder.
And then
6 ways to dispose of a body. Murder.
Oh, my God.
Cleaning up a dead body. How to clean blood from a wood floor. Can I use bleach to clean my wood floors from blood stains? What does bleach do to dead bodies? Want to get away with murder? Use special detergent. Is it better to throw away crime scene clothes or to wash them? How do you use hydrogen peroxide on blood stains? How to clean blood stains with hydrogen peroxide? Should I use hydrogen peroxide on blood stains in concrete? Can the FBI tell when you've accessed your phone? Does the dishwasher clean blood?
Stop it.
Is it possible that a knife which has blood on it remains contaminated with HIV after it has been washed with hot water and dish soap? How to remove a SIM card from an iPhone? How to remove a hard drive from an Apple laptop? TJ Maxx near me.
I mean,
How long do stores keep security footage? How to saw a body? How to dismember a body? Hacksaw, the best tool for dismembering a body? Details of dismemberment discussed in murder trial. Can you be charged murder without a body? Commit murder conviction without a body? No corpse? No problem. Dude, I've got 2 more pages of this.
Was there anything in that was damning?
This goes on and on and on.
You know, my name's Bill Smith, and I live at this, and I killed my
I want
wife.
to commit a murder.
Yeah.
And also, what's happening with the Franklin Mills Mall?
It's crazy. It is absolutely insane. It goes on and on.
Apparently, he's unaware or had been unaware of the Google search history, figuring prominently into convictions these days.
Well, yeah.
That's the most insane amount of searches. To his benefit, or to his credit, he's doing his research.
After crashing a stolen BMW yesterday, a Florida man denied swiping the wheels. He explained to the cops he was actually teleported into the vehicle.
Oh, my God.
So he wasn't stealing it. He was teleported into the vehicle.
Well, that's amazing. I assume they flew him to Washington.
Investigators allege that Calvin Johnson took the 2018 convertible while the car's owner was walking his dog. Johnson rummaged through the unlocked BMW and found the keys in a cup holder.
Yeah, we got another teleportation incident here.
In short order, Johnson, driving over 100 miles an hour, crashed the car in a single vehicle accident.
Says he lives in the Upside Down.
Passing motorist extracted it from the totaled auto, and when cops arrived at the crash scene, Johnson told of his purported teleportation and made a passing reference to the X-Men.
Oh.
So, maybe, yeah, he might be
Nightcrawler.
Might be Nightcrawler. But he said, "You saved me from the aliens."
Oh, my God.
Johnson was transported to a local hospital where he was placed under guard, and he will be transferred to the county jail upon his release from the hospital.
Oh, yeah, we're going to send you to a farm where you can run around with other teleportation victims.
Johnson has been charged with grand theft auto, a felony, and driving on a license that was suspended in 2019. He has an extensive criminal record. I know that shocks you.
Oh, yeah.
It includes convictions for this year for trespass, obstruction, loitering, resisting, and grand theft for stealing a $1,500 bicycle. Asked why he stole the bike, Johnson answered, "I just felt like it." Let me go. This is apropos to what's going on in our studio today. I'll go to John. Hey, John. Good morning, buddy.
Hey, bitches. What's happening?
Hey, what? All right, brother. What have you never done that most people have done before, and you've never done it in your life? Let me get a couple of shout outs because I've been missing the mark from time to time. So these are requested for today. So this one says, "Hey guys, my name is Samantha Brown. Hoping you can send a shout out to my little brother, George Waldy, Friday, January 9th, celebration of 10 years clean and sober.
Oh, nice.
Wonderful dad and husband of 4 who worked so hard to turn things around for himself and maintain his sobriety." She goes on to list all this great stuff and how long they've been listening to us. We've been listening to the show forever. And since my school bus driver played WDRE in our mornings.
Oh, wow.
And I think he caught on in your early Y100 days. And so... Anyhow, they said we share jokes, inside jokes from your show, and often text each other, "Tell me you're listening to Preston and Steve right now," or "Oh my God, I'm crying over mouth music." We haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah.
Thank you, Preston, for getting this out, and congratulations, George. So that's from your sister, Samantha. So here's out. Then... Here's another one. I was listening to Monday's podcast last night while driving through Oklahoma. And I heard the talk about keeping track of expired things like spices and makeup.
Yes.
And I found an app called Frigidly about 2 years ago, and I'm constantly telling people about it. I use it to track when to change my HVAC filters, CPAP supplies, spices, condiments, stuff in the fridge. You should check it out. It's a game changer. I did. It's kind of interesting.
It's called Frigidly?
Frigidly. And when you frigidlyapp.com is where you can find it, but you just do a quick search on Frigidly. And when you buy stuff at the grocery store, if you scan the barcode, it automatically goes in. And when it's expired, I think it gives you an alert.
Yeah.
And that way you don't have to do the digging through the fridge thing to find out what's. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So anyhow, Tom says, "If you wouldn't mind giving my wife Megan a shout out, that'd be amazing. I just got back from a 5-day trip. And being the amazing wife and mom that she is, I came back to both of my girls alive and well. I couldn't ask for a better wife. Regards, Tom McFadden." So here's a shout out. Another one, Preston and Steve. Love you guys and the show. And I know my good buddy Dan Volt does too. And I know that this might be late. His birthday was on the 8th. I hope it was a good one. And I was hoping you can give him a fat one for the old man. Love. That's from Eric Edger. So here you go. And one more shout out and then a butt plug. Oh, no, man. Oh, yeah, that one's for later. Hang on a second. All right. This says, "May I have a shout out to Joelle Miller of the YouTube community? And also, she's been in the studio with her boss, the Biscuit Lady."
Oh, we love the Biscuit Lady.
Joelle went into the hospital today to deliver her first baby. Congratulations, Joelle and Dad. The baby's not come yet as of this email, but it's supposed to be a little girl. We love Joelle from Trina, Lori, Jane, and the entire YouTube community. So a shout out. And then a plug, a butt plug. This says, "Hey guys, my name is Nick Coco. I began volunteering with the Mid-Atlantic ALS Foundation. My mom was recently diagnosed with ALS, and as difficult as this news has been for our family, friends, community, we immediately rallied together to support her and this organization. With only 2 weeks' notice before the Phillies ALS walk, we were able to raise just under $10,000. And wanting to continue the momentum and give back more, my wife and I are going to be serving as celebrity bartenders at the January 17th January 17th at 8 p.m. at Glorious Sports and Spirit, which is a new high-end sports bar in Warrington, Pennsylvania. The owners have generously offered to donate all proceeds from the evening directly to the ALS Foundation. So they're going to have a DJ, raffle baskets, a long drive and closest to the fin competition on our golf simulators and several other fun activities. Shaping up to be a special night, so I wanted to give that a plug. So that is from Nicholas Coco, and he's a celebrity bartender.
Is that familiar to you, Nicholas Coco?
Nick, are you a celebrity?
I think it's a very liberal term. Like, it's just a guest bartender.
Guest bartender. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So that's I was like, wait a minute, you're a celebrity listening to us?
Celebs in their bar.
Okay.
There we go.
All right, so there's a plug-a-rooney for it. I sent the information to you, Marissa. You got that posted?
Yep, on WMMR.com, and then you go to the events tab, and it's all there with a ton of other stuff.
Excellent.
And this is it's not really a butt plug, but I did want to mention this because I had gotten this email, and I noticed something last night when I was at Stateside Live in Xfinity Mobile Arena, and that was the Wi-Fi was through the roof.
It was banging?
It was banging, Steve. And I have an Xfinity Mobile cell phone. And so I just got this from our friend Jen Bellata from Comcast. And so this is just in time for the Eagles' first playoff game of the season, which is going to be on Sunday. But Xfinity is giving fans a major connectivity boost at the Xfinity Mobile Arena. So they extended their high-power Wi-Fi beyond the arena into the parking lot for the ultimate tailgating experience. So fans with the latest smartphones, they can share every moment that they want to, socially or whatever. And honestly, if you have an Xfinity Mobile cell phone, your experience is going to be that much
it's pretty
better.
amazing. Yeah.
So,
Helpful, like getting your tickets, because everything's digital now.
all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But I
Should I
noticed.
throw in a shard just for the hell of it?
Yeah, shard.
There you go. Not a butt plug, a shard out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And it's now officially No Sad Bro Friday. So let's make it so.
WMMR presents Preston and Steve's Bizarre File.
Brought to you this morning by Neumann University. Ready to take the next step? Advance your career with Neumann University's graduate programs. Flexible, supportive, and career focused. So you can learn more at newman.edu/graduate. Shoppers browsing the aisles of a Target store were left stunned when a man casually rode a horse through the building in an incident that is grabbing eyeballs on social media.
That sounds crazy. Who would do that?
The video shows a man identified as a TikToker named Stephen Harmon entering the store on horseback, and he was accompanied by another individual. Customers and staff looked on with a mix of shock and disgust as the horse calmly walked through the aisles. At one point, a shopper is seen stopping to pet the animal. It escalated when the horse defecated several times on the store's floor.
See, that's the problem.
Yes.
We brought a horse into the building, but the horse did not defecate.
It did not. In the clip, the employee can be heard shouting, "What are you doing? Get out of the store with the horse." The video ends with the store security escorting Harmon out of the completes after he completed a lap around the store. The video quickly gained traction. It drew a series of reactions, as you might imagine. And by the way, in April of last year, a video of four men referring to themselves as cutthroat cowboys went viral after they rode horses through a Louisiana Walmart. Now, I would expect that in a Walmart, but Target.
Yeah, you walk into a Walmart, there's already horse crap on the floor.
Yeah. A Louisiana law enforcement official was allegedly attacked on Tuesday by a naked woman who informed investigators she had aspirations of becoming a mermaid.
Oh, wow.
Nice beaver.
The Union Parish Sheriff's Office said in a statement that Erin Elizabeth Sutton, 41 years old, generated a call to 911 for allegedly trespassing on a property. That property had a substantial pond, but belonged to her neighbor who called the police for help.
I want to become a mermaid.
The caller told dispatchers that Sutton had been swimming nude in their pond and refused to leave the water despite repeated requests.
Everyone tells me I smell like fish.
As officers were arriving at the caller's home, they learned that Sutton had allegedly started screaming when she was asked to leave the water.
I want to be a mermaid.
The caller said this was not the first time that Sutton had availed herself to the pond and that repeated past warnings to stay out of the water had been ignored. Deputies allegedly tried reasoning with Sutton, who allegedly refused at first to get out as she was, quote, trying to be a mermaid, according to the statement. Sutton apparently did not explain why she wants to be a mermaid. The officers eventually coaxed her out of the pond and called EMS. And when they tried to move her to an unspecified home, she suddenly started to charge at one of the deputies. Sutton was tased, but cops said the electrical jolt had zero effect, and she continued toward the officer.
It's the strength of a mermaid.
It is alleged that when Sutton reached him, she kicked and punched the deputy. Sutton was finally, I guess she hadn't turned into fins yet,
because
so she's on her legs.
The water touches her legs, they become fins again.
Yeah, Sutton was finally restrained and taken to the hospital, allegedly threatening to kill the deputies and the paramedics the whole way there.
That's an angry mermaid.
She has been charged with 3 counts of resisting an officer with force or violence.
There's a fair amount of legend and lore that involves mermaids being like monsters.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can. It's
right.
I know we have this idea that they're beautiful women.
Adorable.
And, yeah, but sometimes they will eat you.
Right.
So the state of Utah is allowing artificial intelligence to prescribe medication refills to patients without direct human oversight.
Oh, no.
In a pilot program that public advocates are calling dangerous. The program is through the state's regulatory sandbox framework, which allows businesses to trial innovative products or services with state regulations temporarily waived. The Utah Department of Commerce partnered with Doctronic, a telehealth startup.
Great dance band from the 90s.
With an AI chat.
We are Doctronic.
Doctronic offers a nationwide service that allows patients to chat with its AI doctor for free, and then for $39 book a virtual appointment with a real doctor licensed in their state, but patients must go through the AI chatbot first to get an appointment. And according to a non-peer-reviewed pre-print article from Doctronic, which looked at 500 telehealth cases in a service. The company claims its AI diagnosis matched the diagnoses made by a real clinical clinician in 81% of cases. The AI's treatment plan was consistent with that of doctors in 99% of the cases. Now, for patients in Utah, Doctronic's chatbot can refill a prescription without a doctor for a $4 service fee. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that one works out.
Well, yeah.
Yep. All right, and then we'll do one more story, and then we will wrap it up. This is a short one. A mystery safe found in the waters in the Perth, Australia area has been cracked open.
And what was in it?
So they found this. Quian Sellinger says that a friend called to say that they spotted a safe in Shark Bay on the ocean floor. So Sellinger and his daughter, Belle, retrieved it. Hoping for the best, the pair cracked it open. Then they found inside of this safe.
What?
Expired beef jerky.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's a rip-off.
God, man. I think that could probably be the most disappointing find.
So you got Truman, you got Al Capone's vault, which is a big letdown. In Titanic, it's a big letdown when they open up the safe and there's the diamond isn't in there. This is right up there.
This goes along with that.
Yeah, beef jerky.
The safe has been since turned over to police, but it was only expired beef jerky that they found. All right, we have an announcement to make.
Is this a drum roll type of thing?
Absolutely.
So we've actually mentioned the event before and some of the details, and now we have more of them. An official opening of registration for the Preston and Steve Cardboard Classic. Friday, March 6th, Montage Mountain. So you can now get yourself registered for it at WMMR.com. And I am here to tell you about the prizes that we have to give away and our sponsors for the year as well. Yeah. So for the best design, we continue to award the winners a $1,000 prize. We have for second place $750 and for third place $500. Now, how about this? We have a new sponsor, Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey.
Yes.
They helped out tremendously with our Camp Out for Hunger this year, and they have offered up for the best Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey sled, $1,000 prize.
Oh.
Pretty sweet.
That's awesome.
Yeah, for that. So when you are considering your designs, think about maybe some representation of Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey. Or you could do a specific... you could do something about peanut butter and tie it
How
into
about
that.
a giant Mr. Peanut?
Oh, my God. That sounds familiar.
Sounds
though.
familiar and lethal.
And then we have another sponsor this year, and I'm so happy. They have turned out, it is now my favorite beer, Pacifico.
I know, it's become your absolute favorite.
It is my go-to beer. And Pacifico is offering up beer for a year and a 42-piece Pacifico Shaun White Snow League merch pack for the best Pacifico beer sled. So we always like to have a beer represented in the sled. So get your Pacificos started. We also have, for the fastest competition, a $200 prize. And for the Preston and Steve favorite fail, courtesy of Protein Collision, a $500 prize. So there's a variety of things.
There's a lot of different ways to win. Obviously, a lot of it is based on bragging rights, but I like last year's fail.
Yeah.
It was a big fail.
Oh, yeah.
And they deserved it.
And that's what we look for. So the registration is open now, WMMR.com. The deadline to get signed up is February 27th, and then the event is going to be March 6th at Montage Mountain in Scranton. So we're looking forward to seeing you.
And we're talking about different modifications and ways to make everything run smoother, things to allow the runs to run more successfully. I encourage you, again, Marissa, I know we have a big setup of video libraries at the ready. Check them out. Check how people have successfully negotiated the hills in past runs. Give yourself some ideas on how to do it, because if you're going to invest the time, you want to have a successful run.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
We have a whole page, WMMR.com/cardboard classic, and you can see videos and photos from all of the years, plus tips from some of our builders that have been doing this for decades.
I was looking at the quick video clip that Marissa is playing here for me, and and it's not always the giant ones are amazing, because sometimes some of the smaller ones, I just saw the Moana float. Do you remember that?
That was amazing.
Remember how great that was?
It was amazing.
The sled, the Moana sled, it was like a medium-sized one. The whole group of people on it dressed as the characters. We love stuff like
Do you know what one blew me away? The Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
It was amazing. Yeah. So keep in mind, you don't have to be like of the legendary sized ones. You can do whatever you like. We're open to all interpretations. But take a look at the specs on our sponsors and the prizes, because that might lead you down a design.
Do you know it'd be a good one, and you'd also probably get some speed out of it? A poop knife.
It's going to be slender.
Slender?
It's going to be, yeah, I agree,
Right?
Steve. So think outside the box. Think outside the toilet, if you will, a little bit for your designs.
What a high-class show we are.
All right, that's it. We're going to take a break. We'll come back in a second. When we return, the first Connoisseur of 2026 will be happening. Stay with us.
Birthday, I will be 71, and I have never had a fast food hamburger.
71, and you've never had a fast food hamburger. Let me tell you something, man. It's like medicine. It's really good for you.
Right.
It's good for your soul.
If you want to hit, man.
Try the
Take two Burger King.
Try the Burger King Krabby Whopper, which we have here in the studio this
And
morning.
call me in the morning.
All right, so John, have you actively avoided that?
Yes.
And for what reason?
I have a problem because I don't know what's in the meat.
Okay. So you're suspect of what you're being served.
That's correct. I'll eat the hell out of a hot dog, but
you'll eat a hot dog.
You'll realize how crazy that sounds.
what's in a hot dog?
Yeah. That you're terrified of the burgers, but you'll eat a hot dog.
Dude, honestly, that's like, crackheads look down at heroin addicts, and heroin addicts look down at crackheads. I swear to God.
So, but John, you'll buy ground beef from the store, you'll patty that up, and you'll make burgers at home.
Yes, I will.
But it's when it comes to even if it. Okay, what about a non-fast food? What about like a casual dining place?
That's still highly suspect in my eyes.
Yeah,
That's interesting, John. I wonder what put that in your head.
There's something, maybe it is mine, but the fact that would you like go to like a roadside stand and order a hot dog and eat it?
Yeah.
I mean, that is completely antithetical to the I don't know what's in this meat argument.
When I was a kid, when the first McDonald's opened where I grew up, my mom would take us out to when she went and got groceries, and we'd hit McDonald's and we'd pull up, and she's all right, 7 hamburgers and 1 hot dog.
I didn't even I
didn't even know they sold hot dogs.
They did hot dogs at one point at McDonald's. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting, John. Do you think you will ever do it? You know that one time's not gonna hurt you.
No, I will never do it.
Wow.
All right,
Okay.
Wait, you might have already asked this. What about like
everything I believe in?
what about like fast casual? Something like a five.
You said no.
I already asked.
Yeah,
you.
all right. I'm telling you, man, Five Guys and Smash Burger are so good, dude. You don't know what you're
He's
missing
not doing
out on.
it. He's not doing it.
All right, John. Standing by your guns, right?
All right, man.
Yeah, and I've never been to a professional ball game of any kind.
Okay. Never been to a professional sporting event. All right.
I'm going to ask this. Do you have a lot of money sewn up in a mattress?
Yep.
No.
Okay.
In today's world, I don't believe so.
And John, have you actively avoided that, or has it just been, it's just never happened?
No, there was never anything in the area where I grew up.
All
it
right.
was hundreds of miles to get to the nearest professional team of any size.
So I can see that. Where you were raised, you were not exposed to it. It's not something you decided you needed in your life. I just think by sheer happenstance, if you walk around in any major city or just even in the suburbs, by accident, a piece of burger is going to fly into your mouth.
At a barbecue or a picnic or something?
Yeah, but that's not fast food.
No.
That's
But
different. He won't do it because
you need something that where you know what's in it, like a hot dog.
Like a hot dog. You know every single
All
ingredient.
right, John, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Wow, that's a
like
good one.
Spam.
Let's see. All right, we will go to Nicole. Hi there, Nicole. Good morning.
Chicken pot, chicken pot, chicken pot pie.
All right, Nicole, what is something that you have never done that most people have?
I don't know how, nor have I ever played checkers, and I'm 53 years old.
Okay.
53 and never played checkers.
Have you ever played chess? It's probably a silly question.
No.
Okay.
But, I mean, no one's... I don't...
We're losing you.
I want to play. I want...
Okay.
I want to play... I want to play checkers, but no one will teach me, and I don't know why. And I watch kids and old people and everybody do it. I've seen it in the park, and no one has ever taught me. I have older sisters, and I guess they just never wanted to teach me.
I can't even imagine. Who wouldn't teach you checkers?
Is there a chance they don't like you, Nicole?
Everyone likes it.
So, Nicole, I have an idea for you.
Everyone likes it.
Checkers is really, really easy to play, you don't even have to be taught. It's almost like an intuitive game. Do you have an iPhone?
I do.
Okay, so on your iPhone, there is you can use this. It's an app that's on your phone already, and it's in your text app. It's called Game Pigeon.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You can play games with other people through texting, and checkers is in that.
Ooh.
You could start up a checkers game with somebody, anybody, the person that you think would be most likely to play against you in checkers.
And they may not even know it's you and therefore be inclined to play.
Because they don't like me.
Well, no, we're not saying that.
But
It's just
everybody likes you,
everybody
Nicole.
likes you, and we like you.
All right.
We teach you
Everybody
checkers.
likes me.
All right.
And you know what you could do as well, Nicole?
love you guys.
There are some restaurants and bars that are board game related, and you can look them up online. And if you go, I'll guarantee you somebody on the staff will teach you how to play and play with you.
You can get hammered.
Checkers. So, all right, we're going to let you go, Nicole, but thank you very much. That's interesting.
Never playing
But
checkers.
she's wanted to. That's a difference. So
Yeah,
a lot of people, these things are calling in, they haven't wanted to do.
Right.
And so they don't do them, but she's wanted to and never had the opportunity.
I think a lot of people are afraid of there's a risk to playing checkers.
No, there's a risk.
It can be very lethal.
You might lose.
Yeah.
I mean, Richard Arthur Potratz, that's it, Potratz, says that he's not sure why he started mixing hard liquor and narcotics cocktail of fentanyl and hydromorphone while driving a charter bus carrying 52 Saskatoon grade school students back in March.
Well, I just probably assume it seemed like the thing to do.
Yeah, the veteran driver, 71 years old, by the way, said in court that he'd been battling chronic back pain for 2 decades and the pills weren't cutting it anymore.
I've got some precious cargo here. It'd really help if I was tripping balls.
His pain was, he said, 12 on a scale of 10 that day. He was behind the wheel of a Prince Albert Northern Bus Lines charter with grades 6, 7, and 8 students on board. Saskatoon police responded to calls about an erotic driver.
Hi, everyone. Is everyone enjoying their trip? I know I am. I feel so steamy up here.
Erratic driver.
Look, he's got a boner.
Look at me. I'm going to touch the top of the bus. Peanut butter.
Erratic driver. They arrived to find the bus on the side of the highway, and Potratz passed out on the back seat of a car driven by a parent who was following. And he said, I've come to the full realization of how much fear I caused. I take full responsibility for what happened that day. He pleaded guilty to driving with a blood alcohol level over the legal limit. The prosecutor, Jane Lang, presented a report that detailed his various medical maladies and a victim impact statement from a teacher on the bus who asked to remain anonymous.
Normally I throw the book at you, but you are so goddamn erotic.
The teacher said that they thought of the Humboldt Broncos fatal crash. I don't know what that means.
No, yeah.
As they frantically buckled students into their seats while the bus wove across lanes and into the shoulder of the busy highway. Lang proposed a conditional sentence of 2 years to be served in the community, followed by a 2-year prohibition, and he did not contest the proposal.
By the way, did he in fact have back pain, or was that just a, did they confirm or deny that?
I don't know. I think he did, but you can't take fentanyl and booze and drive kids.
Yeah, maybe call out sick that day.
Yeah, maybe so.
It seems risky.
All right, one more story. I can't take this anymore. My nose is running like a faucet right now. I'm sorry. Let's end with this one. If driverless cars are the future, we might see way more of this. A Waymo took a left turn right into the middle of a police standoff, and it was all caught on video. Viral video spreading on social media shows one of the driverless ride service vehicles taking the left turn in downtown Los Angeles, cruising right into the middle of some crossfire. The problem is, the Waymo goes right past a man who's on the ground face down next to a truck as LAPD cars and officers lined up behind him and shout commands. Adding dramatic effect, an LAPD helicopter is heard circling overhead. And folks taking the video were laughing while the Waymo was driving into the eye of the storm.
Hi, I'm Johnny Cab.
A rep for Waymo said, the vehicle cleared the scene in a matter of seconds, and the passengers inside made it safely to their destination.
So the Waymo can't determine or realize that they're driving through an active shooting situation.
Yep. Waymo's rollout in Los Angeles hasn't been without some speed bumps. A car got pulled over in Beverly Hills for an illegal turn, and Waymo suspended service this summer when cars were being torched at some points. So the bear stories keep coming. Earlier this month, a man in Altadena, California, found out that a 550-pound Marissa. So today being a Friday, we have to dive into the world of food, and this is our first one in 2026. Let's get to it. Here we go.
It's the first edition of the Connoisseur 2026.
Yes, it is. And thank you for my bell, Casey. I just muted it myself. Hang on. Oh God, I can't do that one-handed. I have to set it down here.
There it is.
There's
no real way to. Yeah.
That's a muted bell, if you will. All right, let's get to the first food story. And by the way, thank you to Acme Markets, our sponsor of the Connoisseur. We're going to give away $50 Acme Markets gift cards with our clips that we will play here.
By the way, you're wearing your Connoisseur shirt.
I am. Thank you for noticing.
Yeah.
I ordered this from the MMR Rock Shop.
Yeah.
And
we didn't even know we had them.
Yeah, there was a listener. Her name is Olivia. She's a big fan. And I would, every time I see her, she's wearing the Connoisseur shirt. And I'm like, I've got to get one of those. I love this logo.
Without looking down, spell Connoisseur.
I know how to spell it.
Okay, good. Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, go.
CONNOISSEUR.
There you go.
So
it's a tough one, right?
Yeah, how I finally figured it out. It's con, okay, obviously. And then you take it's C-O and then the word noise spelled with 2 N's and 2 S's. N-N-O-I-S-S-E.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are.
Yes.
That's it. So
Yes.
that's how I finally figured it out.
Kind of
It is a difficult
It's a difficult word
to spell. But thank you for testing me on that, Steve, because I worked on that recently. All right, so let's start with this story. This is according to Instacart. And this is in preparation for National Hot Sauce Day, which is coming up on January 22nd. They revealed the spiciest hot sauce trends across the country.
Is this when the smoke comes out of the top of the Vatican?
Yes, this is when we decide who the winner is. So from chili crunch to sriracha and hot honey, Americans can't get enough of the spicy stuff. But it turns out that there are some pretty strong regional loyalties when it comes to hot sauce. I'll give you the top ones, and then I'll give you some of the facts of where they're the most popular.
I'm not a big I'm a pussy when it comes to this stuff. I freely admit it. So the length and breadth of my appreciation is limited.
I don't have much appreciation either, Steve, but I dabble in the easiest ones, like the regular pedestrian brands. And on some things, I will put those on. But when you dive into, when people are going to the hotter and stuff, I'm out. Forget it.
I got Honey Grow ramen noodles last night, and they had chili, like crisp, like a kind of a thing ground up on it.
Yeah.
That was a little spicy, but nice. I can handle that.
I like my hot sauces for flavors, not for heat, so to speak. And listen,
Preach, bro.
I'm kind of pedestrian when it comes to it. Like my go-tos really are Frank's Red Hot and then the Cholula. I like the Cholula.
So I got to thank our friend Cast Iron Kyle. Last time he was here, he does this hot sauce event, and he brought me like a bacon flavored hot sauce.
Oh, okay.
And it's excellent. And it wasn't crazy spicy. He brought in something that was appropriate for my palate.
I have to talk to Cast Iron. Yeah, about different griddle options because we got this new, stove at the house. I want to see what we can apply to that.
And you can talk hot sauce with them too. All right, so the top 10 hot sauces. Number 10 is Crystal. Number 9 is Valencia. Number 8 is Tapatio, I guess. Tabasco is number 7.
These all sound like cast members of El Canto.
Followed by 6, Louisiana brand.
Oh, okay.
Then number 5 is Texas Pete. Casey, number 4 is Cholula.
Okay.
Number 3, Taco Bell.
What?
Oh.
Something as pedestrian as Taco Bell. How about that?
I mean, I wouldn't listen. They sell a lot of these stuff in in your Acme or whatever. I don't know if I've ever seen a Taco Bell hot because I do. I didn't even think about that. I love Taco Bell
I wonder
hot sauce.
if they count people just collecting the packets.
Yeah,
I don't know, but
They do
but
sell Taco Bell sauce.
I have a story coming up later on in the fast food roundup that talks about Taco Bell's hot sauce. So
okay,
we'll get into that in further detail. Then we have the Hui Fong Foods. Is that the sriracha? I don't know the name of that classic sriracha with the rooster on the front.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
I have to take a look.
I don't know if that's it or not.
Yes,
so it
it's
is
exactly what it is. Yeah.
Okay. And then number 1 on this list, Frank's Red Hot.
That's
so
my jam.
these are the popular brands. These are not necessarily. These are what people are buying regularly.
I love their ad slogan. I put that
S on anything.
everything. Yeah.
And I do like Frank's Red Hot. Like somebody turned me on to. So from time to time, Rochelle will buy a quiche, and we'll have that for breakfast on the weekend. And my friends Chapman's put hot sauce on their quiche. I'd never tried that before. It's really good.
So I used to put hot sauce on my scrambled eggs when I was done, and now I just mix it in, and then it's mixed into the eggs. And
Crazy son of a
crazy.
bitch.
When you scramble it, you put the hot sauce in there. Interesting.
And actually, you know what? Another nice little thing to throw in there is some Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah, I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here are a couple of the breakdowns. Texas Pete is the top spot in the southeastern United States, but Hui Fong dominates in Texas and neighboring states and in the Northwest as well. Tapatio is number 1 in its home state of California. As far as which state loves hot sauce overall the most, New Mexico.
Yeah.
Shoppers there consume an impressive 27.4 ounces, which is the highest in the country.
I would have figured something like that.
And then a close second. You'll never guess a close second.
Alaska?
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
And you were doing that as a joke.
The least obvious.
Alaska is a close second with 27.2. Alabama is the least. They order just 16.8 ounces per customer. So there you go. Hot sauce news for you in the Connoisseur. Oh, wait. No, we have a clip to play. Let's do that. I got so excited. Did you hear how hard I banged that thing? All right. Here's our first clip of the day. Let's see if you know what movie this food clip is from.
Would have been here right after you called, but I had to shake the weasels.
I'm sorry about the trouble in the bar.
Hell, stuffing olives for a living wasn't for me anyway.
All right. 610-660-9333. Let's see if you know the answer. Order up. So this is from Eat This, Not That. That is the source. They have made a list of the 7 chain restaurants that are serving generous portions for under $20. So these are the 7 chain restaurants giving the most food for under $20.
It still amazes me how outlandishly big some of the portions are at these places. Oh my God, I mean, like an ungodly amounts of food.
Yeah. Listen, okay, I'm going to get, this is a little plug here.
Right.
There's this is not a chain restaurant. This is a family restaurant in Wildwood, and I was telling Casey about it. It's a place called Alfie's. It's been there for like 40 some odd years.
What's it all about?
It's next to the bowling alley. It's connected to the bowling alley in Wildwood. And our friends went to, and they said, you got to go have this old school Italian. It was out freaking standing.
I'm glad.
And it's not a fancy restaurant.
Right,
it's fairly just, average, a lot of tables, very, very loyal fan base. But Steve, out my portion that I got, I got 3 full meals out of that.
Wow.
I ate dinner that night.
Those are Italian
I ate
restaurants.
lunch the next day with that, and then I ate dinner the next night.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic.
You got the Ginichetti, right?
I did get Ginichetti, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like the first time I went to Mangiano's.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that it was family style.
Yep.
And man, eating Italian for a month.
But it was not just a lot. It tasted
good.
Wonderful.
Well, that's a plus.
I was so happy. Yeah. All right. So number 7 on the list where you get the most money for $20 for under $20. Applebee's. The really big meal deal at Applebee's lets you choose between the new Bangin' Burger, Big Cluckin' Crispy Chicken Sandwich, or the Big Classic Bacon Cheeseburger with a side of classic fries and even a fountain drink for $9.99. And even when you add the extra items, it doesn't exceed $13.
Applebee's is doing this thing right now where they're serving their burger in a plate of cheese.
Oh,
yes,
God.
I saw the commercial for it the other night.
Yeah,
Oh,
me too.
my.
I saw it. It's like, no way.
Claire's going, that can't be.
Yeah.
It's just,
It's like a jus of cheese.
it's what it is it's American excess to its
wait.
extreme.
So, Preston, I said the same exact thing, and then I saw a video yesterday where this started in Japan. Or not started, but they are doing it in Japan.
So it's funny because Claire goes, my wife, she goes, right? Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, wait a minute.
Maybe.
At least a couple of bites. All right, number 6 is the Wendy's Biggie Bags. They include bacon double stack Biggie bag.
Wasn't that a wrapper?
That comes with a bacon double stack. No, it was Biggie Smalls.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
With a bacon double stack, 4-piece chicken nuggets, junior natural cut fries, and a small drink for $8. Wow. They also have digital exclusive combos with one example being the Brady Quinn combo. What? It says for $414.19.
The Brady Quinn combo?
Wait.
The dude from the quarterback?
Yes, they teamed up with a bunch of celebrities and got their order. So you can go in and say, I'll have what they're having pretty much. And you can make their order.
And what is the price on that?
This has got to be a typo.
gotta be.
It says $414.19.
That's it?
Yeah.
I thought you said it was under $20.
Moving on. Domino's is number 5 on this list. Great deals with online coupons at Domino's, including mix and match and any 2 or more medium pizza sides and desserts for $7.99 each. And you can upgrade those for a small charge of your choice of crust. These are the best bang for your buck under $20. Olive Garden. Always a popular spot known for good prices and quality. Olive Garden provides an excellent meal for under $20 on their lunch-size favorites menu. and it's being rolled out region by region.
Even though I hardly ever go, I'm an Olive Garden guy. I'll give them a thumbs up, and I think they have the. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Damn it! I love the lasagna.
By the way, Preston, I figured out your typo on the $414 menu item. If you don't hit shift on the number to get a $sign, that's the number 4.
All right, so it's $14.19 then, I guess. All right, number 3 is Taco Bell. When you take advantage of the rewards and app deals, it's hard to beat their price. One diner commented for me, it's the Build Your Own Lux Box, Crunch Wrap, 5-layer burrito plus rice, chest potatoes.
Chest potatoes?
That's what it says here.
I love the
drink,
names.
And a drink all for $6.50.
Who's the guy who comes up with the names for these things?
Chest potatoes?
How are your chest potatoes?
Steve is like Chest Rockwell in
Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights.
I was wondering if, chest potatoes, you got a nice set of chest potatoes there. Jesus.
I think they just copied people's comments, and it's supposed to be cheesy potatoes.
You're right. I knew it was a typo of some sort.
I love chest potatoes.
Number 2, and I give my full-throated endorsement for this, Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, you've been an acolyte forever.
Yeah, for a decade at least. So the chain offers steak meals and combos for under $20. And one fan said Texas Roadhouse is the best low-price steak chain, and in my opinion, not close to anyone else. Always very solid and actually cooks my steak to a perfect rare almost every time.
How are their chest steaks?
I agree. Chest steaks out of this world. No, you get good. It's all made fresh. That's what's wonderful. The steaks for the price are fantastic.
Now, I've heard this echoed a number of times, so you're not the only one who's putting this message out. They're known for that.
And how's the cinnamon butter?
Fan-freaking-tastic.
You can buy that in the store, too.
Love it. All right, and number 1 on this list goes to Chili's as far as your best, the most amount of food for under $20.
We lost our proximity Chili's.
Yeah, is that just because of the construction? Is it going to open again, or is it done?
Know.
It's done.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
unfortunately.
It'd be actually because there's this huge on City Line Avenue here on Bella Cynwyd. They're putting up all of these apartment and condo complexes.
Yeah.
That'd be a perfect location for a Chili's right
really
there.
would.
So you can get their 3 for me deal. It gets you beverage starter and main at starting price $10.99. So that is what they recommend through Eat This, Not That, as far as the best bang for under $20.
Good to know.
Yep, absolutely. All right, we're going to see if somebody knows what movie this clip is from.
Would have been here right after you called, but I had to shake the weasels.
I'm sorry about the trouble in the bar.
Hell, stuffing olives for a living wasn't for me anyway.
All right, we're going to go to Brian, see if he happens to know the answer. Hey, Brian, morning, brother. Brian, are you with us? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. All right, Brian, what movie is that from?
That'll be Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
You are correct, sir. Yep. Hang on, and we're going to give you that $50 Acme Markets gift card. Hungry and in a hurry. You got to try their flash grocery delivery, 30 minutes or less. All right, new clip has to do with food or drink. Let's see if you know what this is from.
Why would someone who doesn't drink spend hours at a bar drinking water?
Bar offers all kind of things other than alcohol.
Really? Like what?
Women. Nacho Grande platters.
All right, 610-660-9333. Call if you know the answer. Order up. So I believe I mentioned this before. I'm going to hit it one more time because coming up Wednesday, March 18th, the culinary series event in Philadelphia, the James Beard Foundation Taste America, is coming up. And tickets are on sale now. It's a one-night only culinary celebration and a walk-around tasting featuring a lineup of the city's most esteemed chefs at the Grand Bell at the Bellevue in partnership with Chess Cafe.
Got to imagine you're going to be there, Marissa, right? Is that something you're involved with?
I went a couple years ago when it was at the Art Museum, so
Right.
I'm looking forward to this year. Maybe I will buy a ticket.
All right, so tickets are on sale now. They're available at jamesbeard.org, and you can do a quick search and find out as well. Last year, they sold out very, very quickly, over 500 attendees at that.
I already know where you're going to be. You're not going to be in Philadelphia at that time. You'll be in Florida.
March 18th. It'll be a spring training.
Spring training.
It is hosted by James Beard Award semifinalist Yun Fuentes of Bolo, one of the industry's finest culinary talents. And additional participating chefs include Tyler Aiken of Bastia, Chance Ennis of Tabachoy, Ange Branca, the James Beard Award semifinalist of Camp Bar. Michael Brenfleck of Little Walters. James Beard Award nominee Nicholas Elmy of James Beard Award semifinalist Laurel. Mabruka Kane of Doro Bet. Frankie Ramirez of Ama. James Beard Award semifinalist Emily Riddell, and she's from Machine Shop. And Amy Rivera Nassar of Amy's Pasteleros.
And isn't this in cooperation with the AVN Awards, too?
I don't know if they have a connection with the AVN Awards.
They'll be
not.
the Jerkmate
But this
Award.
will be at the Grand Bell at the Bellevue.
It's a great room.
So Wednesday, March 18th, and those tickets are on sale now. So that's a real cool.
Yeah.
You get a taste of the real deal of our best chefs, some of our best chefs in Philadelphia at that event. All right, we'll see if we get a winner. Do you know what clip this is? What movie this is from?
Why would someone who doesn't drink spend hours at a bar drinking water?
Bar offers all kind of things other than alcohol.
Really? Like what?
Women. Nacho Grande platters.
All right, we're going to go to Alex. Hey, Alex, morning.
Hey, morning.
Alex, you know what movie that's from?
I do. That would be the great Kurt Russell and Rose McGowan in Death Proof.
You are correct. Very good. Like the detail. All right, hang on. Alex, you got yourself a $50 gift card to Acme Markets. Flash grocery delivery or pickup. Get you fresh groceries in 30 minutes or less, fast, fresh, and right to your door. All right, we will do another clip and see if you can identify it. It has to do with food or drink. Here we go.
Clark! You kissed a girl before I did?
This is way better than macaroni.
All right, 610-660-9333 is the number. Call if you know the answer. Ladies and gents, it's time for the Fast Food Roundup. Yeah. All right, I got a few stories in the world of fast food to share with you. I know we touched on a couple already, but there's more to share. McDonald's workers are teasing the arrival in the U.S. of the chain's biggest burger ever, more than 2 years after it was first announced. The Big Arch is a new supersized burger featuring 2 beef patties, 3 slices of processed cheese, white processed cheese, crispy and fresh onions, pickles, lettuce, and a brand new tangy Big Arch sauce. So I think these are 2 like quarter-pound patties.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, from the picture.
Hard to judge
that
from
I
the
saw.
picture. So put this, if you're next to a Big Mac, how do they stack up, would you say? Lot bigger this one, or?
I think this one's bigger.
Okay.
I think in size it's larger. I am interested to try what they're calling the new tangy Big Arch sauce, because I'm a fan of the special sauce.
Oh, yeah.
It's the classic.
I freaking love the Big Mac.
I love the Big Mac.
Yeah,
Yep.
I haven't had a Big Mac in probably 20 years because when they came out. But shocker, they're high in calories.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's got vegetables on it.
I know.
I wish they still did the Mac Jr.
Oh, my
I
God.
thought that was a great idea.
Yeah.
You know, instead of 3 pieces of bread, it's just 2. Instead of 2 patties, it's 1, but you still get the
sauce.
1 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
Yeah.
You remember the old commercial?
Absolutely.
2 all beef patties,
Special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
I think you can do that with a regular cheeseburger, though. I think
you can ask for it.
Yeah.
I think with special sauce, or they can get a side of special sauce. But I don't know if they'll put it on a sesame seed bun.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll give you the lettuce and onion.
You got to watch it though, because if they get wind of it, they'll take you downstairs and break your hand with a hammer.
Okay.
So after first being mooted in December of 2023, details and a trial in Canada were unveiled in the summer of 24 before the burger later landed in the UK, but not in America. And it now appears set to change as U.S. McDonald's employees posted a photo on Reddit at the weekend showing a document for managers outlining new menu items coming in January, and it listed the Big Arch alongside hot honey sauce and the returning Oreo and Shamrock shakes as well. So I don't have an official word on when it's going to debut, but the word is it is coming.
Is there anything that is the equivalent in the fast food industry of like the CES, of like the consumer electronics, of like we're going to debut some of our.
I would assume that there's an industry.
Is
of
there?
that.
There are, and I've been invited. I think
Really?
I might have to go.
What
one of
the
these
hell would
times.
that
Yeah.
be like?
They're just big conventions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so another fast food story. Taco Bell, Casey, I was going to tell you about this, is turning the heat up with the debut of volcano sauce and the volcano quesarito.
Okay, so I've never tried the volcano sauce.
It's actual lava.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, well, then I'm definitely staying away from that. The sulfur taste would probably be bad.
So the new sauce is a spicier evolution of the beloved lava sauce. So there was lava sauce and now there's volcano sauce.
I used to be a mild guy. Now I'm a hot guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the fire new sauce is available with the, by the way, the volcano quesarito stacks beef, rice, sour cream, melted cheeses, and the new sauce inside a grilled quesadilla wrap. Rewards members get extra bragging rights with a limited time volcano-style menu in the app, which features some twists on favorites like the Crunch Taco, Crunch Wrap, and steak fries as well.
Who was the guy? There was a business that you had reported on that was actually, I think it might have been a pizza business where they were actually making the pizzas on flowing lava.
Oh.
Was it pizza or was it something else? It was a food that, and
Don't remember.
It's kind of an industry and it was taking off and they just went to the flowing lava in Hawaii and we're preparing food on it.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
All right, another fast food story. The first Chick-fil-A was known as the Dwarf House. And, I didn't know that.
Table for two, please.
And,
what?
And opened in Hateville, Georgia, May 23rd, 1946.
I'd like a smaller chicken sandwich if I could.
The chain's 80th anniversary is being celebrated with a nostalgia campaign that will feature new and returning specialty items as well as other surprises and firsts during the year.
Why, these fries look like lettuce.
So here are some of the things that to look for throughout the year. They have new frosted sodas and floats that will be on the menu permanently. They have 4 retro-style classic cups with new designs.
That was a hell of a meal. I'd like you to shake my tiny little hand.
These will come out every few weeks. One golden golden fan cup will give you the opportunity to win free Chick-fil-A for a year. So I don't know how you get that. I guess you have to, it's like the golden ticket, you know?
You know, I just found out I have a Chick-fil-A, basically within walking distance of my house. I had no idea.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It was like Lost Horizon.
So the cups, the golden cups, there will be 3,000 randomly distributed across nationwide location. That's interesting. And they'll have new kids meal offerings, limited time breakfast offering.
Do you frequent the place anymore or no?
It's not very convenient for me. So
Come live with me. I'm in walking distance.
From time to time, I will stop by there. And then they have Cow Appreciation Day that will be returning, where guests who dress up like a cow, Casey, will get free Chick-fil-A and the cow calendar that will offer free coupons throughout the year. Wow. All right. So
they did the same thing at Planned Parenthood.
Oh, Jesus. And then one last thing, and I told you I add Shake Shack in fast food, even though it's more kind of fast casual.
Yeah.
But they're kicking off this year by bringing back its Korean-style K-Shack menu for the 3rd time. 2 new additions that will lean it hard into sweet heat. So it now includes K-Shack fried chicken bites, glazed in sesame, gochujang. I don't know.
Is it goja?
I don't really know. Gochujang. And also, I lost my place. And the chain's first ever sweet and spicy dessert, a spicy caramel shake made with that same gochujang caramel frozen custard. That sounds interesting. And then you can also back up with upgrades like the K-Shack fried chicken sandwich topped with red kimchi slaw and a bunch of other stuff too. So they're leaning into
a lot
the
of
Korean.
stuff out there. A lot of stuff I have yet to try. Hell, I just busted my sushi cherry a while ago.
Yeah, you did. All right, we'll search for a winner. See if somebody knows what movie this clip is from.
Clark! You kissed a girl before I did?
This is way better than macaroni.
All right, 610-660-9333. We are going to go to Craig for the answer. Yo, Craig, morning, man. Craig, what movie was that from?
That would be Benchwarmers.
Yes. Benchwarmers is correct. Hang on. Got yourself a $50 Acme Markets gift card. Hungry and in a hurry. You got to try their flash grocery delivery or pickup. Get your fresh groceries in 30 minutes or less. All right, here's another food clip. Let's see if you can identify this.
Attention, here's an update on tonight's dinner. It was veal. I repeat, veal. The winner of tonight's Mystery Meat Contest is Jeffrey Corbin, who guessed some kind of beef.
All right, I love that. 610-660-9333. Call now if you know the answer, and we'll do another one because the order is up. All right, so a survey from YouGov of 5,200 people had recently asked to tell, in their own words, which, if any, foods they despise.
Which foods they despise.
And based on their responses, they developed a list of 40 foods with ample haters. I'm not going to go through all 40.
No, do 41.
In a separate survey, they asked Americans their feelings on each. So the foods that top the list of those disliked or hated by the largest share of American adult citizens are
they the classic ones we would imagine?
Yeah. So what if you were to guess what would be at the top of the list? It's going to be pretty obvious stuff.
Beets.
Okay.
Veal.
By the way,
liver, I should say.
I had beets last night for dinner. I love them.
Did you? Maybe like seafood?
Yeah.
You got to be more specific.
Oh, well.
Food from the sea?
Yes, food from the sea. I think it's very, very specific. Let's say, I'll just say tuna fish.
Marissa?
I was going to go like liver and Brussels sprouts.
Okay. No, tuna fish is incredibly popular.
I know, but
you were under pressure. You're folded.
Okay.
You know what? Hang on a second. You're kind of right. I love tuna fish.
Yeah.
But people hate mayonnaise, and they also hate seafood. So, I just kind of put the two together.
You're less likely to have this on a menu at the top. Anchovies. That's number one.
Okay. Anchovies.
Yeah. Anchovies are at least. Then liver is second.
Liver.
And I assume that means beef liver? It's not just any kind of liver?
I would assume.
But who even eats liver?
The Liver King.
Besides the Liver King. I don't ever hear of anybody going like, hey, man,
we used to have
a nice liver dinner for you tonight.
Liver and bacon all the time.
Yeah.
As a kid, I hated it.
All right. So at my family's restaurant, we do an absolute liver week where we started doing this about 10 or so years ago. I have about 300 names that I call every single time we run it. We run it out for the entire week. We're actually doing it next week, which is funny enough. We pack the restaurant out. People that love it love this damn thing.
So
that's great.
Liver fans, liver aficionados will stack the place?
For an entire week.
Really?
It's madness.
You know what? I've never had beef liver before. I've had things like liverwurst.
Yeah.
I love chicken livers. We used to eat that as a Southern delicacy.
Right.
So when I was a kid and living in the South, and not St. Louis, we lived in the Carolinas. My family's from Kentucky. But anyhow, we used to eat chicken livers all the time. But I've never had just beef liver prepared before.
So that must be, I'm not that well versed. All I know is that we'd be served liver with bacon on it. Is that beef liver that I'm getting more than likely?
Yeah.
Or that I had been getting?
Yeah, I would think so, Ryan.
So we do it. It's calf's liver. It's done with like a Marsala wine sauce, essentially. Sauteed onions, bacon, potato and vegetable, and it pays some bills. Boy, let me tell you.
Do you like it?
I've never had it. I always, when somebody asks me that at the restaurant, do you like it? I'm like, have you ever seen the movie Scarface? They're like, yeah. I'm like, never get high on your own supply. I can sell it. I don't need to eat it.
Never get high on your own liver.
I love it. All right. Well, after liver is sardines at 52%. Following up the top three, so you got anchovies, liver, and then sardines. Following up the top three, and I found this interesting. Tofu is there.
Oh, okay.
Tofu that's got to be more of a texture thing because tofu has a fairly bland flavor to it.
Tofu has gone through the journey in my mouth that avocados have gone through. I loved avocados, then I didn't like them, and it was a texture thing. And now I'm back on the avocado thing. So I could see that with tofu.
I like tofu. Then you have squid after that. Man, calamari is fantastic. Caviar. I've never developed a taste for caviar. It's too
salty,
strong.
yeah.
Way too strong for me. Oysters, which I've gained an appreciation for. At first time I tried them, I thought it was horrible. You hate them, Kate. Steve.
Dr. Mike tried to, and I took the hit, took a few. To me, it's really, you're almost inhaling them. I didn't get the sensation I was eating them. I was just downing them.
Yeah, you just kind of slosh around your mouth. You can spit it out if you want, or you can swallow if you're really into that.
It's nicer to swallow it.
Then you have blue cheese, which I'm a huge fan of, but people are very divisive on blue cheese. Then sushi in general, it says. I think maybe you should break that down. It's probably more like sashimi.
I would think, probably that, yeah.
Chitlins, which I've never sampled, at 38%. Have you ever had those? Well, you wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Then beets, Steve, which you had mentioned. I adore beets. Like I said, I had them for dinner last night. And kale.
Now, I love kale. I love the non-shrapnel kale.
Yeah, kale can be feel a little weird in your mouth.
Yeah.
Kale is better if you let it like soak in the dressing for a while, and then it softens.
Or
saute it.
There's a more leafier version of kale, and there's a more shrapnel-like version of kale.
A ranking of the most hated foods, excluding those that are only disliked, would look similar, and liver leads the pack on that at 40% of Americans saying they hated it, compared to 36% who loathe anchovies and 35% who despise sardines. So many of the most hated foods are protein-heavy seafood. Vegetables, typically bitter ones that aren't starchy, also featured heavily on the list of the types of foods that were asked about. But for the most part, it's seafood, it's protein.
There you go.
That people
The old standards
do not like. All right, we'll see if we can get a winner. Need to find out what movie this food clip is from. Let's see.
Attention, here's an update on tonight's dinner. It was veal. I repeat, veal. The winner of tonight's Mystery Meat Contest is Jeffrey Corbin, who guessed some kind of beef.
All right, we'll see if somebody knows. 610-660-9333. We are going to Julia. Hi there, Julia.
Hello.
All right, Julia, do you know what movie that was from?
It sounds like Meatballs.
That's Meatballs. Bill Murray with the announcements. And we are going to set you up with a $50 Acme Markets gift card. Congratulations. All right, I normally do one more story, but we're already running over. And we have decided to add this to the Connoisseur. It's called the Connoisseur Encore with Marissa McDonald.
Wait.
I'm sorry, I should have told you,
That's
Steve.
all right. We still have to do a movie clip. Do you don't want to do a movie clip?
Oh, yeah. No, we'll do one more movie clip.
Yeah,
All right, and then get yourself
ready
set,
to go.
Steve. So here's the last clip. Here we go.
I'm very sorry about the surreal but nice comment. Disaster.
That's okay. I thought the apricot and honey thing was the real low point.
All right, now 610-660-9333. Now, the Connoisseur Encore with Marissa McDonald. It's one more story. Marissa.
Well, I want to start with a little gift because I've been enjoying giving you guys little gifts. Remember I mentioned you can find puffed marshmallows, just the marshmallows.
Oh, wow.
That you get in hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Only at Walmart. You can get these little containers. They look like the same containers that shredded cheese comes in, Parmesan cheese, and it's just the little marshmallows.
Get puffed bits.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love that. Thank you, Marissa.
And then also, Preston, you can use it as a maraca.
Yeah.
There you go.
Tall,
kind of, sort of.
And young.
All right, Marissa, what you got for us?
All right. You may have heard we have an event coming up. It's like the James Beard Awards for Philadelphia and the greater Philadelphia area. It's called the Tasties. It is hosted by Delicious City Podcast, but I really wanted to mention this because it's really, really cool, and it's for local chefs in our area. We have added this grant, a prize. We have a $1,000 prize called the Future Tastemaker Award. And it is for people in the hospitality business under the age of 30. You can be nominated for this award. And the scholarship recognizes rising stars under the age of 30. And you'll get $1,000 if you win to support tools, books, further education in food, wine, spirits, and hospitality. We're just trying to grow the future of the culinary industry here in Philadelphia. So you can go to deliciouscitypodcast.com.
All right.
Nominations go through the 20th. And 3 people will be chosen. And it's just anybody who's in the industry, whether they're front of house, back of house, whatever it is. If there's somebody in your restaurant or somebody maybe you know at a restaurant that you go to or a spot that you go to, nominate them for this.
I kind of love this idea. Yeah. Because listen, the food industry, especially in Philadelphia, that's why we do this whole friggin' segment on food. It is one of the highlights and one of the tourism draws to the area.
Yes.
And so it's big money.
Yeah, with Michelin coming up and all, there's so much coming up. And we were actually at PCK the other day meeting some of these young chefs. So there's a lot of people out there. So like I said, if you know somebody who you think might be good to nominate for this, go to Delicious City Podcast and fill out the form.
What is PCK?
Phil Abundance Community Kitchen.
Okay.
Which is a kitchen where people can go and learn the culinary industry.
I didn't know it goes by
GVDA.
Yeah, I didn't go by PCK.
Sorry, industry terms.
And when will the Tasties be?
The Tasties are February 1st at Live Casino. And Preston, I have been asked to offer the Connoisseur
Yeah.
if he would like to come and present an award on February 1st.
Oh,
There's
maybe.
an open invitation.
What day of the week is that?
It's a Sunday. I
What
know.
time?
What time?
Is it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon?
It's like 5 o'clock.
Maybe. Yeah. All right. We'll talk.
We'll talk.
We shall talk.
The Connoisseur has a very specific schedule.
He does. All right. But that's the Connoisseur Encore with Marissa.
Tasting more, it's encore.
All right.
It never fails.
I was literally making a cup of coffee yesterday, and I just thought about that, and I just started laughing out loud. It just, I don't know why it gets me, but one more time, Casey.
For tasting more, it's encore.
I love it.
It's two different things. It's
All right.
the encore jingle is so, burned into our brains, but then that bizarre sound you're able to emit under pressure. Yeah.
All right, let's see if somebody knows what movie this clip is from. Here we go.
I'm very sorry about the surreal but nice comment. Disaster.
That's okay. I thought the apricot and honey thing was the real low point.
All right, we will go to Pamela, see if she knows the answer. Hi, Pamela. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Pamela. What movie, please?
One of my favorites, that would be Notting Hill.
Notting Hill. Yep.
It's a good movie.
Correct. And you get the last $50 Acme Marks gift card. If you are hungry and in a hurry, Acme's Flash Grocery Delivery or Pickup gets you fresh groceries, 30 minutes or less, fresh, fast, and right to your door. Acme, fresh foods, local flavors. And that is it for the Connoisseur, the first one of 2026, my friend. All right, we are going to take a break. Don't forget, we have our 4-pack of pit tickets for the Barbecue. Those tickets go on sale in less than an hour. So if you are not going to win those tickets, you can buy those tickets. So make sure that you get on it. WMMR.com for the details. Comedian Dave Smith's going to be popping in our studio next. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Had been living under his home for more than 2 weeks and wouldn't leave. Well, the California Department of Fish and Wildlife set up a large metal trap on the property. They sprayed it with cherry and caramel scents to lure the bear out. Good news is the trap worked. Bad news is they caught the wrong bear. A healthy 3 or 4-year-old male bear wandered into the trap instead of the squatter underneath the house. That bear...
They got Jimmy.
Yeah, that bear was released the next day to a nearby habitat. The bear under the home, nicknamed Yellow 2120 because of the tag on its ear, has been in the area for about 5 months. Wildlife officials say this is common behavior for bears that are looking for a warm place to den during the winter. But
Under a house.
Yeah, he's hanging out.
Why not?
They got the wrong guy.
Big chubby bear with a furry little tail.
All right, here's a follow-up for you. A Missouri judge who wore an Elvis Presley wig in his courtroom and played the singer's music from his phone during court proceedings has agreed to a deal that would cut his career on the bench short. Judge Matthew Thornhill in suburban St. Louis faces a 6-month unpaid suspension under the deal that he reached with the state board to avoid disciplinary hearing.
But I will be finishing my career dressed as Tom Jones.
After the suspension, he would serve 18 more months on the bench before resigning from the St. Charles County Circuit Court. The agreement is pending before the Missouri Supreme Court. Thornhill wrote in a letter that he intended to add levity to, at times, what he thought would be help relax litigants. But he said, I now recognize that this could affect the integrity and solemnity of the proceedings.
That's right, man.
He said, I can assure I'll do my very best in the future to serve the people of the state of Missouri with honor and dignity.
Send you to death.
While the Commission on Retirement, Removal, and Discipline also faulted Thornhill for talking about politics from the bench, it highlighted his affinity for the king of rock and roll first. The court file is sprinkled with photos of Thornhill on the bench or posing with staff in a plastic Elvis wig and sunglasses.
All right, here's a general question for you. Do you think judges should be allowed to cosplay?
Wow. During a hearing,
court, yeah.
I got to say, I'm on the fence, Steve.
Okay,
there are times when it might be fun.
What if you go in and Link is sitting behind the bench?
I'd appreciate that.
There you go, right?
He's a very, his heart is true.
Heart is true.
Yeah.
So you'd have a fair hearing in that court.
I wanted to see if A, if there were people that were like that, or B, maybe there is something that is not common that actually makes you feel uneasy and maybe on the ill side, like you want to throw up. And I mean, there are obvious things like, a bad smell can make you want to vomit. Seeing someone vomit can make you feel that way as well. But I'm going for the more strange, weird, off-the-wall things. Marissa had one. This is one of the reasons I wanted to bring this up. We were off air on Friday, and she said something to me and Casey about similar thing. And what is it?
I'm getting chills just thinking about this, reliving this again. It's cotton.
Cotton?
It's cotton. And it's the weirdest thing. Like, if I have a cotton ball or, sometimes you use the cotton rounds.
Yeah.
And if you try to, sorry.
She's actually...
I'm gagging. If you try to pull it apart, like if you have a cotton bar and you want to separate it, it's not a sound, it's like a sensation.
Yeah.
And it sends these awful chills down my spine, and it makes me want to throw up.
Do you use cotton balls at all for makeup?
Nail polish remover,
right?
And makeup. So I'm using them regularly.
For you to use it?
So there are different kinds of cotton rounds, Steve, and some are solid and they're like sealed on the outside, and then there are some that are not as compressed. And when I pull it out of the bag, it like starts to come apart instantly. And
I see. So it's that.
And sometimes I get it with a bath towel. Like there's some bath towels when they've been washed and there's a little stiff, I'll get that same feeling. So like coming out of the shower, I'm wrapping my body in this thing that makes me want to throw up.
Wow.
Can I ask, so tangentially to that, would cotton candy?
No, I'm fine with that.
Hang on. Like immediately when I said this call came in, I'm going to go to Dan. Hi, Dan. Good morning.
Hi.
Hi, is this Dan?
It's Kelly. It's Kelly.
Oh, Kelly. I don't know how we got that. Hi, Kelly. What's going on?
I was calling about my fear of cotton balls.
Yes.
Oh, tell us about it.
Do tell, please.
I just have, even talking about them, my hairs are standing up. Just the thought of them pulling apart gets me all freaked out.
So it's the actual process of, as Marissa was saying, the actual pulling of a loose cotton ball apart that makes you sick.
Yes. And I'm a nurse, too, so trying to deal with that is not...
How far has it gotten? Have you ever been moved to throw up?
Not throw up, but I just the goosebumps, and I can't even be around them.
Wow, you can't even. Will just the sight of them, just seeing cotton balls, give you a sense of anxiety of some sort?
The sight's not bad, but then once I start to think about them actually being pulled apart, that's what gets me.
So what about Q-tips?
Q-tips aren't as bad because they're not as fluffy.
Okay, so that's exactly what Marissa was saying. The fluffier, the worse it is for you, too.
Yes.
All right.
All right. And has this always been a thing for you, or did it materialize at some point in your life?
Always.
Always. Okay. Interesting.
I want to. You assume that there would be some sort of cotton ball trauma, like maybe a cotton ball touched you inappropriately outside your school.
I mean, listen,
Thanks, Dan.
I
not Dan.
Really,
Kelly.
I think Dan called and Kelly was his wife because he had said he was going to say something about his wife. But so I think I understand your aversion to cotton balls because I have the same thing with silverware and metal. I'm fine with silverware. It doesn't gross me out, but I have a hard time putting silverware away after the dishwasher. I don't like silverware clanking against each other, and then the thought. And my brother would do this to piss me off, and I've talked about it on the show here. When he would eat at the dinner table, he would grind his teeth on the fork, and that it gives me a physical reaction. And I'm not going to throw up, but it's more like a pursing of the lips, and then I get chills. Yeah, I get chills. In fact, I got chills just even thinking about it, and it's that sound. And I understand for you with the cotton balls, it's there's definitely like a feel to it when you pull it apart. I don't mind that feel, but that to me is very, very similar to how I feel about silverware.
And so also you, if I recall correctly, Casey, you can't let silverware touch your own teeth.
No. In fact, like I have plasticware here, but like I would never go like that.
Even with plastic?
No. Plastic, I'm fine.
Okay, but if it's metal.
Yeah,
so when you're eating with regular, like if you're given silverware and you go to somebody's house, do you at home eat with silverware?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but when I eat, I
gum it.
I gum it. I put my lips over my teeth, and that's how I.
When I'm eating, I don't traditionally rake my teeth across the
Some people
the
do,
floor.
man.
Yeah. Do you have anything similar to this?
Nothing I could think of.
I
I'm
don't
sure
really-
there's something in my world that's that way, but nothing comes to mind.
I have one thing that kind of falls in this realm, but it's if you're having a popsicle, the wooden stick.
You don't like it?
No, I can't. I will have to. So I'll gum it or lip it down to the end because I can't have my teeth touch the cold wood.
No, I used to chew on the wooden
Did you?
stick. Yeah.
Well, Steve, my dad has the wooden spoon thing.
Yeah.
Like if you get an ice cream that has a wooden spoon, he refuses to use it.
Yeah.
Because that sensation of the wood,
Don't like
you can't do it.
Yeah.
Here's one now. Here's a text. I'm looking at a number of them coming in, and this one does bother me a little bit, but not to the point of like nausea. Somebody says microfiber towels on rough hands. Yeah, so they can kind of catch.
They do.
On little spots on your hands if you don't have moisturized hands.
My wife was just talking about this. This is the time of year where unless you moisturize consistently, and she wears a lot of microfiber stuff, it'll catch and it drives her crazy.
Here's some real specific ones. Somebody said, this is from Nick the Meat Man. He says, agenda book covers. That whip noise when you drag your nails across it just kills me. What are agenda book covers?
Like
I don't know.
a day planner?
I don't know, but there's all different kinds of day planners, so I'm not really sure. There are people that hate the silverware clanking case that are checking in for sure. And somebody said they hate stickers, like just regular a sticker, like a bumper sticker, whatever it may be. They can't stand them. It makes them feel uncomfortable.
So what I don't know, when you see someone who works with a lot of, whether they work with cash or they're working with paper, and they have that little sponge that they'll touch to moisten their fingers.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So that
bankers use it all the time.
Right. That's a little.
Well, they do that so they're not licking their fingers.
Right.
Yeah, because to separate the paper, you need some moisture sometimes.
Just lick the money.
But rather than licking your fingers, yeah. A man drove at excessive speeds to evade police officer after he was caught using a sex toy in the back of his car. Mehboob Mohammed.
Well, there you go.
Was initially spotted by witnesses in Glasgow's Castlemilk. So this was in Scotland.
How are you liking that fleshlight?
Mohammed was found half naked with his phone propped up as he committed a sex act on himself.
How's it feel, McBoob?
He was reported to police who later found him in a state of panic. Mohammed went on to drive at excessive speeds, going on the wrong way, and went through a red light as officers pursued him. He pled guilty to public indecency. The court heard that witnesses' attention was drawn to Mohammed's Honda. He was noted to be in the back seat carrying out a sex act with a toy. One witness approached the car to see that Mohammed had no pants, socks, or shoes with his phone propped up as he was watching something. Mohammed said, "I'm waiting on a friend." And the witness replied, "Get out your car, you beastie bitch. I'm taking your picture of your registration."
Get out your car, you beastie bitch?
Yeah. Mohammed.
So he's listening to the Stone song.
Mohammed shouted, "No," and put his pants back on.
No!
And got into the front seat before he drove off.
So he was in the back seat of a stop car.
Yeah.
All right. So
Thank you, Miss. Our next guest, no stranger to Philadelphia, and he's performing at Helium Comedy Club tonight and tomorrow. There's a few different shows you can get tickets for, and we are happy to have Dave Smith here with us today.
Thank you.
Nice
I
to
plan on performing, but if I win those Alice in Chains tickets, I'm going there.
Yeah, you should, man. Well, welcome, man. How was New Year? Does that mean much to you when we start a new year? Is it a big celebratory thing for you? Or?
Well, in December I'm Jewish and my wife's Catholic, so we do Hanukkah and Christmas, and my wife's birthday is in December, and my daughter's birthday is in December, and my nephew's birthday is in December, and my wife's niece's birthday is in December. So what it means to me, whatever money I make for the year, I just start over.
Yeah. You clean the slate.
That's gone, so better have another big year.
Are you? I know so many Jewish people who are more fervent. Fervent in their celebration of Christmas.
All right, the bosses were listening there to that line for a second. They go, "Okay, all right, we'll allow it."
Like some of the most opulent homes that just love the pageantry of Christmas.
Well, I'll tell you, it is because, look, just objectively speaking, and I love my Jewish people. Christmas is so much more fun than anything we've ever done in our entire lives. So when you get it and you're like, wait, you guys do this whole thing? You're like, oh, this is awesome. And so it's hard to not, like, you guys got it your whole life. You're kind of, this is normal to you. But when we come in and you're like, whoa,
dude, that's so
our
funny.
thing was so lame compared to this.
I used to sit in awe of the concept of 8 gifts. You know, because my friend Randy Kostanowicz, right up the street, good buddy.
He was Jewish with a name like that.
Go figure. They wouldn't do like the deodorant and the socks thing. They would get like 8 home run level gifts, and I'm like, is that? And apparently that is the anomaly.
That's an anomaly.
I grew up in a much broker, cheaper.
Yeah.
You're like, from what I understand, Jewish people are really loose with money. Is that the norm? Or is no, we just didn't have money like that. It wasn't an option. So no, we'd get like one thing, and then by the 8th night, you were getting like
toothbrush.
Yeah.
The thrill's gone at that point. Wow. Well, you survived, so good. You survived your December and into the new year, which is cool. Do you take a break at the end of the year, or is that a?
I don't go on the road in December because I got all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I just take December, stay. I mean, I'd still podcast and stuff, but I don't travel.
You work your ass off. So I wonder how. I mean, are you good at scheduling, because you're doing both simultaneously? It seems like you're always touring, and it seems like you're always putting out content. So, I mean, are you just a precise Swiss watch, or do you have a team that handles all your stuff? Because it seems an incredibly daunting schedule.
I have a very incompetent team of people around me. So handling,
Tom Segura
I don't
has
know.
the same team.
Yes, I don't. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I got the same group that is in charge of Tom's travel arrangements. Man, I hope they get back in the country soon. But it's like, so I saw there's this one thing that Jerry Seinfeld said. That I just love so much. But he said it, I think, on Stern. Yeah. And he was like, Stern said something to him, like, he was like, but you never turn it off and you're always looking for the joke. Isn't that like torture? And he was like, yeah. But it's the torture I'm comfortable with.
Oh, yeah.
And there's just I think there's something about that in life. You got to find the torture. So like, I love doing stand-up and I love doing podcasts, but I hate getting on planes and I hate sleeping in hotels but it's just like,
you pick your
I don't
pain.
know. That's what I know how to do.
Dude, it's like going skiing. You take all that crap with you. You got to put it on in the parking lot. And you're like, why am I even doing this? And then you get up on your hill and you're like, oh, this is so much
You're like,
fun.
oh, yeah, that's the part.
That's why I do this.
But everyone's got to do. So to me, it's like, I don't know, man. There's a lot of people who, my father-in-law is a trucker, and he's been a trucker for 50 years, and he still does that. And so I'm like, all right, he's got to do that. I guess like.
Is he like a cross-country trucker guy or like a local driver?
He's no, he does. He goes to, his route is to go to Canada a lot. So I guess that's not cross-country, but it's still not a local.
Yeah.
He rarely does locals. He likes doing the overnights because, it's better money or whatever.
Yeah.
But he's been doing it forever.
You ever jumped in the cab with him? And
a couple times. Yeah.
Has he ever let you driven it?
No.
Okay.
No. That's not. You don't want. No.
No. You don't want that to happen.
Listen, my dad was a trucker, but he did like local freight around here, but he loved it. Like for him, it was like more of like, all right, I'm by myself. I can like pray. And my dad was a pretty spiritual, religious guy. Ended up becoming a deacon or whatever. But like, I mean, he really thoroughly enjoyed just kind of like being by himself and like kind of zen or what.
I always thought that like long haul trucker thing had a bit of a romantic.
The lot lizards.
Coffee at 3:00 in the morning, catching Freddie Mercury on a payphone.
But with inflation, those lot lizards are not the same price they used to be.
True.
Well, how many air fresheners does your father-in-law have hanging from his rearview mirror?
That's a good question. I don't know that off the top of my head.
I just found out that's how you count them.
You had mentioned for the lot lizards? Oh, I didn't know that. As far as like being a truck driver is a very solitary experience. Steve was just talking the other day because Steve had a stand-up career as well about how that is a very solitary experience. We don't think of it that way. The average person doesn't. But you're doing a lot of moving around on your own in towns that you don't know a lot of people in. You're in the hotel room. You go to the gig, and that's where the people are. But in between that, it's a lot of just you. Yeah, well, there's a weird dynamic. I think it's one of the things that makes a lot of comedians like depressed, or maybe there's like something about the mindset that becomes a comedian that's an element of that too. But there's a weird thing where like you're like in front of a crowd and everybody's laughing and it's this kind of exhilarating thing. Yeah. And then it's like a second later,
show's over.
Yeah.
And everyone's gone.
Yeah.
And then you're just sitting there.
That's
And then
exactly it.
It's a weird feeling.
That's exactly when we do large broadcasts. We do a week-long food drive, and we're doing this remote, and it's big. And afterwards, there is a dramatic change in tone, and you've got to get good at getting good at that because I understand how people can be how this type of work that you do can draw people who are prone to, mood swings or bipolar, or how it can create someone who's going to be that way, because it is taxing.
And there is something about just being in hotels and airports a lot. It's like that, like when you're in a casino or something like that, and like after a while you start to feel like you're just like, you're kind of losing your humanity. You're like, where's the window? Where's the sun? Where's the clock? This is weird.
Oh, there's no clocks.
There are no clocks.
Fresh air.
Yeah.
Have you ever had? So it's funny because I'm doing. We've had you on the show, of course, before, but I'm like, let me get some new stuff. I'm doing research on you, and I'm like,
here we go.
This son of a bitch, Dave Smith, who apparently built one of the world's first synthesizers. He's apparently very important as well.
Yeah, I've been competing with that guy for a long time to be the biggest Dave Smith in the country, and it's tough.
Yes, it was a pain.
Also,
in the
he
end.
died, I believe, and now there's kind of this now he's
a god.
Yes, that's right. He's been deified.
So it was annoying as hell. See if you can do something.
I got to accomplish a lot and then get killed. I'll try my best, guys. We'll be back next year.
Work
We'll
on
talk.
that for me.
Dave Smith is a pretty generic name.
It is.
Yeah. And had you ever thought about changing it, or is it? Maybe it's good to have a generic name in a professional career.
I don't know. I never thought about changing it. I just felt like that's my fate. I'm sealed to it.
Schwarzenegger envy.
Yeah. Well, I do a little bit. Good thing, just like sometimes I'll just kind of look at my mom and be like, you knew my last name was Smith, Dave.
Yeah.
You couldn't have maybe tried to think. But my dad is Bob Smith.
Oh.
Wow,
And
even more.
So that's really like you're like you just wanted to imagine. One time I lost my wallet on a plane and I had to try to check into a hotel without ID.
Yeah.
And I remember going up there and be like, listen, I lost my wallet. Also, the reservation is under Smith. I know that sounds like I'm just guessing. I know that sounds like I'm just guessing. It's amazing. By the way, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say Bob Smith is like witness protection program.
Yes, that is like.
name.
And listen, my dad was not the best guy. He may have been reassigned. Maybe that's the story.
It's so funny that you say that because Chuck D'Amico, our boss, he goes, Dave Smith, was he in witness protection?
Well, Bob Smith is sometimes when they give you you get a wallet and they'll put like a fake ID in it.
Yeah.
They'll use like Bob
That would
Smith.
be. I'll tell you, there was something amazing about the experience because I just went. I didn't realize till I got to the hotel that I had lost my wallet. So like the car dropped me off. I got out and I'm like, oh crap, where's the wallet? But there's an amazing little moment where just losing your ID. You realize how much it changes the way you're participating in society.
Yeah.
There's an entitlement. Like when you go to a hotel, you just go up there, you go checking in.
Right.
I'll be checking into my room now.
Right.
And as soon as you don't have your wallet, you're like, can I please go inside? I'm cold and I have to pee.
Suddenly it's Oliver Twist. It is funny though. You think about people who go off the grid, who operate outside the realm of any sort of paper trail and stuff like that. And we, no matter how hard you fight, I remember years ago fighting, texting. I can just call them. And now I'm doing it. It gets you. But there is something, along with my desires of lot lizards and long haul trucking, of the going off the grid thing.
So there's something very romantic about it.
Yeah.
With touching on the losing your wallet for a moment, it's not quite the same. But if you leave your house without your phone, there's kind of this similar. It's not. It's more of the lines of the line. I'll be in the car and I'm like if I crash and die, somebody may never know who I'm out of touch with humanity right now.
Yeah, I remember so vividly. When I was 18, my mom got a cell phone, and she would let me use it because she kind of liked, if I was going out that there,
Right.
But I remember very vividly, I was walking down 7th Avenue in Brooklyn, on the phone. And I just remember being like, dude, I'm outside right now. On the phone. This is insane. Like, and now, right, like now, if you don't have it, you'd be like, but how will I do things? Like,
exactly.
And what was crazy is how much did that one phone call cost back in the day? Well, it cost a lot of money.
Oh, I remember when I first got my first cell phone, I remember it being when I went to college. Didn't stay there very long. But when I went to college and I would just, I got in trouble because me and my girlfriend was in college in a different state, would be texting each other all the time. And that was the thing, like where I'd have a serious conversation. We're like, babe, nights and weekends, okay? Nights and weekends, we can text all we want to. But you got to stop texting me all day.
When they moved the nights from 9 to 8, game changer.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, those
on.
Those deals were burned into your mind about when you could call, when you could get away. And it was funny if you talk about the genesis over time of the phones getting smaller, the Motorola's, the Razors, the thinner. And then it starts to go in the converse situation. The phone's bigger, then it's a larger phone, then it's the Max phone, then people walking around with iPads. And so we talk about this, this cyclical flux that takes place. And are you good with tech? I mean, you built an empire on it, so to speak.
No, I'm not good with it. No, I don't even know. I don't understand how anything works. Like everyone's got to set everything up for me. Like I just show up to the microphone. I'm only good at what I do. Yeah. I'm not good at anything else.
Okay.
Like I'm a pretty good dad, and I try to be a decent husband. I'm difficult. I work on that. But aside from that, it's like that's all I do is talk. I can't do any of the rest of it. So I'm with technology in terms of I tweet and I use Twitter. I'm not really on any of the other social media.
You're not like a Luddite. You're not. I mean,
no. But I do. I force myself to put the phone away.
Okay.
Because I can't. If I'm with my kids, I'll end up like pulling my phone out and looking at it, and I don't want to do that. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Your phone is way more interesting than your kids.
Well, I tell them that. I tell them that every day. I go, listen, you got to compete with everything.
Yeah. My algorithm is better than you.
Yeah, like it's crazy.
It's giving them a work ethic for crying out loud.
They're like, Daddy, look, and then they do this stupid thing, and you're like, yeah, but this guy just did he just did a triple backflip on a Razor scooter.
Did a wingsuit off the Matterhorn. It is seductive. It does become. Do you ever sit there and find yourself? And it just happened to me the other night. I'm like, and I've never been this guy. You're on that algorithm on TikTok, and you're like, how long have I been sitting here looking at this goddamn thing? And then when you realize it's by design, it's even more infuriating.
I'm getting pissed off right now because I am starting to fall for AI things. I had no idea.
It's getting better.
It's getting so much better, and I don't want to say what I fell for, but I didn't know that I fell for it until like a day later when my kids told me that I shared something on my stories that was an AI version of. I just thought it was a fat guy dancing, and he had good moves, and it was not that. I shared a political figure of some sort dancing, and I had no idea that it was a political figure. I had no freaking clue. I had no clue whatsoever. I just thought it was a fat guy dancing.
I said this a couple weeks ago. I just wish that the algorithm would keep the AI stuff off. Don't feed it to us.
Yeah.
If you want to go find it, great. If you want to fall into that hole, great. But when we're doom scrolling, don't fool us.
And that's why I'm so glad I'm not on Twitter anymore, right? Because I don't like watching people get in street fights. I don't like it, right? And it ended up in my Twitter feed because somebody that I followed shared it or whatever. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. And when it ends up in my feed, when I'm not searching that out, I don't want that.
Isn't that a weird problem to have, though? I don't want bum fights ending up in. This is my dilemma in the world we live in now. But to the AI thing, what you're seeing is a reaction of people who have that reaction that you mentioned, Marissa, which is you're trying to fool me. You're trying to fool them, and it's pissing people off.
Well, especially to me, it seems like there's a major thing that's going to have to be figured out, right now.
Yeah.
It seems like this year, because it's like we're right at the cusp where, kind of you could look at it and most of the time be like, oh, that's AI. That's not real. But we're at the point where and I'm concerned personally about this, where they'll just be able to just be like, here's Dave praising Adolf Hitler on his podcast, and it's indistinguishable from like whether it was really me or not. And
Right.
they just that's going to be the new thing where they're like, all the people who want to cancel Joe Rogan or whatever will be like, well, here's him saying, no Jews died or whatever, like, and so how are we going to be
And
like,
it will look 100%
right?
real.
Like, so there's going to have to be some system of like Twitter or whatever, like officially being like, this is an AI video.
Well,
This is-
with that, Dave, I think comes the industry, and I've seen people talking about it. Obviously, everything. It's like the guy who is a drug dealer and then gets a job in the narcotics division. Both sides of the thing. So the same people who are creating the AI are also now creating the software that helps you scan for it.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
So
well, I'll tell you this. I had, what was it? I think last year, me and Jay, Big Jay Okerson, and Louis J. Gomez, both hilarious comedians, we had one of the AI things, ChatGPT or one of them, we had them write a stand-up set in each one of our voices. And let me tell you something, not as good as us, but it's nipping at us. Let me tell you something. I was like, I better make this money now because we are not too far away from where I'll just be like, they're doing better than me.
Let me ask you though. So what it's doing is because you can't copyright anything that comes through a ChatGPT or whatever, because it's by its very nature it's plagiarism. It's culling from different sources and mashing it up. When it did you see hints of bits that you had written in there?
No.
Were they traceable?
No, it wasn't like that. No, it was like actually just kind of making a thing that it would think that I would do. So it was kind of just taking like topics or themes
That's
that
disturbing.
kind of I talked about. But it wasn't good, but you were like, this isn't that far off.
Yeah.
Now, I think stand-up is such a like kind of nuanced thing that probably there's a human element to it that they won't, exactly be able to recreate. But it does feel like it's like the same way we go like with those phones. We're talking about like, we were at the beginning of like a brave new world that totally changed. It feels like AI is that times 1,000.
No, I
like
agree.
it's much
Agreed.
bigger deal and it's about to
Completely.
change everything.
When you said do it in your voice, did it have the audio with it, or
no,
was it just
this
written?
was written.
Okay.
Back then, but yeah,
Because it can now.
now
You can do
probably
it in
we
your
could
voice.
actually do the whole
It goes to another point, which is interesting, and people talk about the autonomous taxis or so on and so forth, or the self-driving cars and accidents, or they get in accidents. Humans get in accidents too. So what is the percentage? What is is it because we have no acceptable level when we think it's coming again from the precision of what we perceive instruments should be, or and those things have to be determined as well.
And also, uninsured humans get in accidents, right? You got to figure like if
they're called illegal immigrants. No.
So what happens with this moving forward when you have to set like the acceptable level of rat feces in yogurt? Like, what is the acceptable level of machine mistakes? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it's an interesting
It's
thing.
a weird thing because, I mean, we were talking about with stuff getting into AI and the algorithm, people are now, Preston had an article about, was writing prescriptions.
Yeah.
Oh.
Writing, turning over the I don't know.
It was refilling prescriptions.
Refilling
but Yeah, but
prescriptions.
we're right on the edge of being able to get Xanax whenever you want from a robot.
Right. What happens? What happens when Gemini or whatever it makes a bad prescription? How do you take action against that? I don't mean to throw all this at you, Dave, but it is.
Yeah, how are you going to figure this out?
I don't have a solution to any of this.
I would like answers by the end of this.
Listen, if you're saying AI can get me Percocet, then fine. Just let me know.
There's an upside. There you go.
You had mentioned Jay and then Louis J. Gomez. You guys all came up together. You guys are in New York together. And then there seems to be a migration from some comedians that head down to Austin, whatever. You guys are staying put where you guys are.
Well, we all moved out to Jersey.
Okay.
All three of us now live in New Jersey, just because it's like,
cheaper.
Well, no, it's not. I mean, cheaper, I guess. It's like pretty expensive still, but it's just like you can get a house.
Right.
It's not even like cheap. Like Manhattan is like it's all like apartments and stuff, and
it's gone.
Yeah, but it's yeah. I mean, we're all still like up in that area. I think a lot of it. What changed is that to me. Nate Bargatze was the first one to me where Nate lived in New York. He kind of came up in New York, and then he moved to LA when like things were starting to really pick up for him, which is kind of like a traditional thing.
Sure.
And then I remember, and then he was like, "We're moving back to Nashville.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you can't do that. That's impossible. Like, you're a comedian. You got to be either in New York or LA, obviously. And then I remember he told me, he goes, he was like, I'm on the road all the time.
Yeah.
I do like my TV spots when I do them. I go, yeah, but what if you got to take meetings or something? He goes, I'll fly to LA and go do the meeting. And then I was like, oh, yeah. I guess you can. And now that it's all like podcasting and touring for us, it doesn't really matter where you are.
Right.
Like if I'm close to an airport, I could do what I got to do.
And the remote nature of you can conduct business easily. You can auditions being done or whatever. Not that that's an aspect of anything. You can do it remotely. It makes complete sense. And then if you also have the anchoring sort of soul filling aspect of a home that you really enjoy in an area you enjoy being. Brooklyn? Where were you?
That's where I'm from originally.
Right,
I was
Brooklyn.
born and raised in Brooklyn.
Okay,
Yeah.
And are you just on the other side of the river in Jersey?
No, I'm like an hour out of New York City now. I moved out to like the country in
like
Jersey.
Red Bank area?
No, it's like I don't want to say.
What's your exact?
Give me the exact address.
No, but it's Red Bank is more like that's pretty urban over there. I'm like where I am is like pretty rural, like a rural suburb. But I just love it. I love the quiet and the space, and it's beautiful.
And a driveway.
Having
a driveway.
Yeah.
You have a particularly heightened career when it comes to volatility now. The way things are going.
That's true.
And so to be able to be out, to take a walk in a tree-lined street has got to be zen for you.
Yes, I mean, I definitely like that, and my little town, right? It's like cool and calm. It's not an issue for me to like go anywhere. So I definitely like that. Although I don't know, like I go back to New York City still and stuff, and I'll go walk around, and I don't know.
Yeah, do you ever miss it? Like you're staying in Philly today. Like, are you going to enjoy being downtown, walking the streets like that?
Yes, I do. I love being out, but I also miss things about it. But the number one by far is just the food.
Oh, yeah.
Because I love being in the city.
There's so much roadkill you can eat.
Yeah. That's why I got to go like wrestle a deer in my backyard or something, make venison. No, but just like being able to like, just last night we went out to a great steakhouse and just like being able to go, we'll go grab cheesesteaks or we'll do this and having a ton of options. I love that.
Yep. Yeah, man.
All right, so when you want to workshop something, right, you have this idea, you're not that far away to hop onto a stage real quick and
no, I could if I want to, but I don't really do it much just because at this point I do my podcast. I do 4 shows a week. Legion of Skanks, we do 2 shows a week. So I got 6 shows a week that I got to do. Then I'm on the road for the weekend. I got 5 shows, for the weekend. And I got 2 little kids at home. So the idea that like on a Thursday night, I'm going to be like, let me go drive to go work out a bit. I'll just work it out this weekend. I can work it out in my hour. You know what I mean? Like you can figure out how to like sneak in, do like your worked out material and then sneak in a new thing in it. Like
You've also been doing this a long time.
20 years. Something. So I've kind of figured it out.
Yeah. Was it Gomez that got you into stand-up? Was he the one who...
Gomez was the one who convinced me to do it. It was, we were roommates, and he started stand-up, and then we were just like funny friends together. And he was like, dude, you got to try this. You're so funny. Like, you'll be really good at it. And then kept pressing me to do it. And then eventually I did.
Yeah, and now you own for life. Right?
And now, or kind of he owes me. I don't know exactly.
Well, you said you don't know how to do anything else. What were you leaning towards career-wise before that happened?
Being a pothead.
Yeah,
that was pretty. I was pretty deep into that. No, I wasn't leaning toward. I dropped out of college because I just hated it. I was always a bad student. I hated school. And I just didn't, I was just aimlessly kind of drifting. And then when I found this, it was and I mean, really like the first time I ever went up on stage, I do think I went up at this open mic. It was terrible. It was just a bunch of other bitter, like 40-year-old comedians.
Yeah.
I'm like, 20-something.
Like Will Arnett in the new movie, right? Yeah.
And nothing went good. But there was one moment where like I got kind of like a chuckle out of like this sad room. and that chuckle, I think I was like, I'm not going to ever do anything else. Like
wow.
Than this.
First
it was just
flick.
Yeah, that was like, I got to go do this again. As soon as I got off stage, I was like, I can do better than that. I got to get back on and like do another, and then I've just never looked back.
First taste of heroin, man. You just got a little nip of it.
Yeah. And interestingly enough, I didn't care for my first taste of heroin. But that I was like, this isn't for me. But the stand-up was.
Did you had a little stint in the big house, right? Did you do a little time in?
No. I mean, I've been arrested before and stuff, but I never like did time.
Okay.
It was a synthesizer.
Synthesizer guy.
It was always drug. There was always weed stuff.
Yeah.
We all smoked weed before it was legal, and it was my whole life. I mean, from age 14. I don't smoke anymore, but I did for many, many years. And back then, it was like a thing. Like you were like, yo, there's a gang hunting for you if you go out to smoke weed. It's still to this day now when I go, sometimes like I'll go into the city if I take the train in, and I'll get out at Penn Station in the middle of, Midtown New York, the busiest area like in the world. And there'll just be like a kid smoking a joint with a cop right next to him. And I feel like it's almost like you're a slave in like 1867 or something, and you're like, you can't do that, man. Like, what are you acting like you're a free person around there? Like, you can't just smoke weed in front of a cop. I'm like, who's gonna get you? But
no,
it's cool.
It's so true. I remember years and years ago, you'd smell that. You'd be at a concert. Oh my god!
Wow!
Oh my god!
Yeah.
And now you'll go like to Arts and
Depot.
Crafts Village, and a bunch of moms in the middle of the day, and you'll smell pot.
But doesn't it also kind of turn you around? Because like I feel like like in the 90s or in the early aughts, like we'd be there, you'd be like, "What are you guys doing, man? You're throwing a kid in jail over weed?" But now you walk around and you smell it, and you're like, "Could someone hit him in the head with something?" Like, I'm gonna say, don't throw him in jail for 20 years, but like kick him once. I don't know, something.
Jack him up a little.
Different time, man. All right. Well, listen, Dave, we got to wrap, but we're glad you're back in town.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, Helium Comedy Club. There are shows tonight and tomorrow, and you can go to heliumcomedy.com and get those tickets. And obviously, check Dave out and all his other endeavors because there's a ton of different things that you do.
Are you sold out a lot this weekend? Because I had you down at like a couple of shows tonight and a couple of shows tomorrow.
I think tomorrow's early one is sold out. They told me, but I think there's still some tickets. We're getting close, but there's still some tickets available.
We can sell that out. I think we can do that. Yeah,
get them before they're gone. What, Meredith? There's tomorrow early is sold out. All right. Heliumcomedy.com. Dave, thanks for coming by.
Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it.
Dave Smith, guys. It's here for We'll take a quick break. Come back in just a moment. Stay put.
Not good, but not horrific.
He was just being a beastie bitch.
He was being a beastie bitch and back. The typical McBoob beastie bitch thing.
Police were contacted, and Trace Muhammad in his car, who was profusely sweating, continued to refuse to comply and drove towards officers who had to take evasive action. A police traffic stop eventually was carried out, and they got him, and he was arrested. Research from Finance Buzz reveals the Christmas songs that annoy Americans the most. They use data from Google Trends and survey of 1,250 U.S. adults to create the list. And surprisingly, before I reveal?
The one that annoys the most.
What do you think?
I'll tell you one that annoys the F out of me, and maybe that'll translate, and it's one that's annoyed me forever, is Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
That's a novelty song. That did not make the top 10 on this list.
So if we're talking an established Christmas song that people hate.
Yeah, annoying. So, I guess that would be hate.
I'm having a tough time.
And it's surprising, Press?
It's surprising. It's extremely surprising.
Is it in fact White Christmas?
No, it's not. That's number 8 on this list, though.
Is it Rudolph?
It is not Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's not even in the top 10.
Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time.
That is number 9 on the list.
Is it Mariah Carey?
It is Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas, which is also one of the most loved Christmas songs.
Yeah.
So I think maybe by sheer overplay,
repetition,
that people find it to be enough. You know what I mean?
What happens? It's often used the bridge or the chorus or whatever it's referred to as. It's often used that snippet when they're tagging a Christmas.
All I want for Christmas is you. Yeah. So.
And it's also one of like the first ones you hear.
At the beginning of the season?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's number one. And then you have the Chipmunk song.
Oh,
I love
okay.
that one.
Yeah, the classic one. Christmas, don't be late.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Feliz Navidad from Jose Feliciano.
Which I love.
I don't find that annoying
No,
at all.
I find it. In fact, I just found a re-love of it this year.
Yeah.
That one could be an earworm. Like it gets stuck in your head.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
And we don't know any other words except Feliz Navidad.
Prospero.
I know the whole thing.
Do you? Sing it
Feliz
for-
Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Prospero año y felicidad.
So there you go.
I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Hey. Then you have Holly Jolly Christmas at number 4. Burl Ives, the classic.
So that is what appears at the end of Rudolph.
I love that one.
Yeah.
Then we have, all right, so this is a specific, well, no, I guess it's covered by singers, a variety of singers. Baby, It's Cold Outside. I love that song. I know that it's
rapey.
It's rapey, supposedly. The guy's trying to talk her into one more drink. Come
Baby,
on,
it's
baby.
cold outside.
Oh, Jesus.
That's not Benadryl. That's just the eggnog.
Oh, my God. Could you imagine there needs to be a version of him singing that song?
It's cold. It's 71 outside.
Wow.
It's cold.
It is funny though because you're hearing because when I was putting up the lights, I heard a couple of different versions of it. And she's like, just another cigarette more. So they're talking about like, hey, let's just catch a butt real quick.
Smoking and drinking.
Just another tab of acid.
Number 6 is Deck the Halls.
Love it.
Number 7 is Happy Christmas, War is Over.
Oh, no, come on.
Oh.
Yeah, that is Avery's favorite song.
It's a beautiful song, except for the Yoko singing.
Yeah.
That's it. When it gets to the chorus, I'm like, she doesn't do the over the top screaming, but it's still. Yeah, it's just not a good voice, but it's a beautiful song. I still love it.
The first notes of that song will make you tear up. That part. That's her singing White Christmas.
I was wrong. It wasn't Avery's favorite song is the Band-Aid song. Is that?
No, different song.
Yeah.
So the Band-Aid song is Do They Know It's Christmas?
Yeah.
Number 8 is White Christmas, the ultimate classic.
Dude, that's my jam right there, man.
Number 9, as we said earlier, is Wonderful Christmas Time from Paul McCartney.
Well, you have some whopper Christmas classics in this list.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right. It can't be on the quality of the song. It's got to be on the repetition level.
I think so.
But I mean, that's what this time of year is all about.
You know what used to be though? It used to be that malls were the big perpetrator of burnout on Christmas music, but the mall culture has pretty much gone away now.
Right. Yeah.
So that used to be the thing when you go shopping, retail, and you'd go from store to store, you would hear all over the place.
Yeah.
So I don't know where people are hearing it most now. I don't really go shopping that much anymore. So I don't know that I'm being beaten down by the Christmas songs.
I noticed it at restaurants. Last night we were at Nifty 50s. And I mean, my favorite Christmas songs are Wham! I love The Waitresses, Christmas Rapping.
That's a great song.
The Kinks, Pierre introduced me to that song, which is really fun. But the other songs, like the classic ones, I think of them like Nickelback songs.
Okay.
Like you start singing along to it and you catch yourself, and if you're in the mood, you're like, yeah, this is a jam.
Right.
But otherwise, you might get a little mad at yourself, and you're like, damn it, why am I singing Christmas music
Oh my God,
right
I'm singing
now?
Nickelback right now. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Number 10 on this list is Do You Hear What I Hear?
Beautiful song.
Yeah,
and I don't get that because that is a beautiful song.
Those are all the standards right there.
Yeah, I mean, I thought there'd be a lot more quirky songs that I was unaware of, but
Yeah.
no. So I'm gonna say it's repetition.
Here's a story about mall Santas. You know, they work for Santa.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they handle the load leading up to Christmas.
Santa's got to go.
So, but
he's got a load to handle.
They recently have gone on Reddit and shared some of the best responses and silly responses from kids that they get who come and ask for things for Christmas.
I love this. Part of the fun of going over to the mall during the holidays is to see the kids sitting in the awe of meeting Santa, sometimes the terror.
Yeah.
But it's so adorable.
So this parent said, my son asked for a Green Bay Packer one year.
Just not a jersey, a player.
He had an entire plan about how he would feed him and take him outside to exercise, and he could sleep next to his toddler bed if he wanted to.
Was it a specific Packer or just any Packer?
It just said a Green Bay Packer, so I don't know. Another mall Santa said, I had a 15 to 17-year-old girl whisper to me that she wished that her acne would go away. Aww. And I, of course, had no training, and I was a dumb 22-year-old, and I told her that it would go away on its own. And I don't know if I traumatized her or helped her or not. Aww.
I think there was a documentary about mall Santas, and there was a woman who ran basically a school for how to interact with kids. It was the sweetest thing because they will get a kid who maybe have a situation like, can you make the acne go away? Can you get mommy and daddy back together again?
Yeah.
And if you're sitting there in the mall, you've got to address that. You know.
Yeah.
But it's a wonderful. It's just such a magical thing.
Yeah.
I saw a really sweet video yesterday, and it was at Universal Studios in California, and you can meet the Grinch, and of course they have great actors at these parks. And there's a guy playing the Grinch, and this little girl comes up, and he's going, "Oh, you've been waiting your whole life to meet me," and saying this, and she just looks up at him and goes, "Hola." And he goes, "Oh, no hablo inglés." And he goes into fluent Spanish, and the girl just lights up.
Don't you just want to? Oh, it's like the scene in Miracle on 34th Street with the deaf girl.
Oh my God!
Tell me that doesn't kill you.
Okay, so I've seen that post several times that they go. It was Richard Burton who played the Santa Claus.
No, it was Richard Attenborough.
Sorry, Attenborough.
Yeah.
But they say in the posts I've seen several times, it's like. The actress is deaf, and she didn't know that Richard Attenborough was going to sign back to her.
Right, yeah.
And that her reaction is real. I don't think that's legit.
It may not be.
Because it's a movie.
Yeah,
They've prepared for all of this stuff.
Because what if she signed what the F?
Yeah. But or maybe... I don't know. It seems too good to be true.
So in the original, the girl speaks
German?
German or something. Yeah,
Santa Claus.
And what do you want for Christmas? This isn't playing the way we wanted.
Und easy bake oven.
In Tennessee, a former Shelby County deputy has been decertified for having oral sex in a courtroom while he was on duty.
How do you pull it off in a courtroom?
A committee of the Tennessee Peace Officers Standards and Training Commission voted Thursday to decertify former Lewis Hamlet.
I object.
Wait till you hear the defense, though. So the Hamlet admitted to taking part in consensual sexual activities in the courtroom with a female clerk on several occasions. During the hearing in Nashville, Hamlet said that he was in uniform, still working when it happened, but he was not the one who engaged in the sex act. Lewis Hamlet says, and I kid you not, he's going for this defense, I didn't engage in oral sex. She engaged in oral sex I received. That's what the guy said.
This poor man.
He's a victim.
You better stop that in an hour.
The SCSO detective said that the courtroom was empty when Hamlet and the clerk engaged in sex, but Shelby County Courthouse was still open. Hamlet is no longer with the sheriff's office.
I'll be extra mad at you if you cut my testicles.
He said he had a civil case pending and asked for a delay in any actions being taken against him.
WMMR presents Preston and Steve's Bizarre File.
Brought by Horizon Services. They offer same-day emergency service with no emergency fees. You can book now at horizonservices.com, and help is on the way. So the Great Pyramid of Giza remains open year-round. Attracts tourists from all over the world, of course. But one uninvited guest managed to surprise everyone by reaching the top of the 3,800-year-old structure in Egypt. Adventure and extreme sports athlete Marshall Mosher was paragliding above the 450-foot pyramid when he spotted the unusual visitor. He captured the moment in a video posted on Instagram. He had spotted a dog barking at birds, at the very tip top of the pyramid.
That's a lot of work to get up there.
20-second GoPro footage went viral online, leaving the internet in awe. Marshall said, just as these ancient monuments have stood the test of time, built stone by stone through sheer will, grit, and vision, we too can create lasting legacies when we pursue our dreams relentlessly, whether that dream is to fly over the pyramids or a dog's dream to have the most epic view in all of Egypt. It looks so tiny at the top of the pyramid. It's wild.
So that's obviously something I'd love to do. I want to visit the pyramids, but you're not allowed to ascend them, are you?
No. My sister just went right after Christmas. Her and her family went.
The video showed Marshall flying around the massive royal tomb structures made out of the limestone and baked mud bricks. Suddenly, all his attention was drawn toward a strange animal-like creature flocking over the pyramid, and upon closer examination, he found the dog was barking at some birds. Marshall said, I just saw some movement. When I looked closer, I realized it was a dog barking and chasing birds from the very top of the pyramid. In a follow-up video the next day, he again tried to paramotor above the pyramids, and this time, he wasn't able to find any uninvited guests. Notably, the earlier footage has amassed millions of views, and we don't know if the dog made it down okay. I'm sure he's all right.
You know, it's amazing. You never quite see it in perspective, but the pyramids are right on the tip of the edge of the city there.
Yeah, you usually don't see that view of it. A Florida man was arrested for allegedly committing an armed robbery at a meat market wearing nothing but a mask. Officers responded to a call reporting an armed robbery at a BJ's meat market in Lake City, Florida. Employees showed police the surveillance video and told police that a man had entered the store completely naked except for a mask covering his face.
What's the reason for that? Any reason other than being nuts?
No.
Being naked?
And with a piece of cloth wrapped around an object in his hand that they believed was some sort of weapon. The robbery suspect broke into a cash box and, despite his lack of pockets, took more than $1,000 from the store before he ran away. No one was hurt.
Right? Pockets would make it a lot easier.
Officers set up a perimeter and they arrested Kobe Latre Watkins. Police say they found evidence they believe to be connected to the crime nearby. Watkins was taken to a local hospital for a medical evaluation and then booked. He's facing charges of armed robbery, exposure of sexual organs, grand theft, and criminal mischief.
Just like meat.
All right. When Roger Benatti arrived in Blue Hill to teach chemistry and physics at George Stevens Academy, he didn't set out to become the man responsible for preserving the world's oldest known Twinkie. But a few years later, in 1976, the student spoke up during a lesson on food chemistry and preservatives and asked how long one of the snack cakes would last. And he didn't know. He said, but they could find out. And he sent the student out to get a package of the Twinkies, and then he set one on top of the chalkboard. Well, 50 years later, it still lives at the high school in its own glass case, dry, missing crumbs, and likely having absorbed some chalk dust, but otherwise it's intact.
So it is an unwrapped Twinkie?
Yeah.
Wow.
While he sees it as a funny feel-good story, the ongoing experiment also shows the power of curiosity and a longer view at science that may be less familiar to people. Along the way, the Twinkie has put the school into the limelight and likely had a hand in the cake's reputation as a food that could survive the apocalypse. But for years, it didn't seem like much for he and his students. The Twinkie just stayed in his classroom for the rest of his career, moving just a few feet to the top of the intercom speaker when the chalkboard was replaced. The Twinkie became an international news sensation when Benatti retired in 2004, and a Bangor Daily News story called it his legacy. It caught the attention of other outlets. And that year, it moved into the care of Libby Rosemeyer, one of his students, that fateful day in 1976, who later became a teacher and the dean of students. And then they made a little glass case for it, and they put it in that. And so they still have it there after all these years, and they take it out every now and then for people to look at. But it is a 50-year-old Twinkie that is still in one piece.
That's why in Zombieland, Woody Harrelson loves Twinkies.
A Japanese couple is facing backlash after supporting their 13-year-old son Taru's choice to drop out of school so that he can focus on playing Fortnite full-time. The bull started gaming at age 3 and found his passion for Fortnite at 5. By second grade, he was already beating professional players. His parents set up a YouTube channel for him in 2020, and it now has over 230,000 subscribers. Taro recently announced on his channel that he was leaving school to chase his dream of making the Fortnite World Cup. So I
Wow.
guess you can take him out of school at 13.
How much is he earning, do they say?
No, it doesn't.
All right.
So his father said that going to school every day left his son too tired to focus on gaming. And he praised
Stop
Taru's
learning.
focus and drive. He noted that
Stop
Taru
learning. Play video games.
once played for 28 hours straight in second grade.
Oh, my God.
The decision has sparked a heated debate online. Some say formal schooling isn't the only path to success, while others worry that the teen will miss out on important experiences with friends.
You better eat junk food and sleep in.
And there you go. That is what we have in the bizarre file for you today. All right, MMBarbecue tickets are on sale officially. It's happening. It's after 10 a.m., so go get them while you can. We'll take a break. Come back in a second. We got stuff to give away with our lesson question. We have some trash music news to dive into and more, so stay there. The case was investigated criminally, but no charges were filed because the encounter was considered consensual.
You got to give him credit on the guts to try that.
It's a creative tactic. All right, here's another story. An automated weapons detection system sent a Florida middle school into lockdown Tuesday after misidentifying a clarinet as a gun. Lawton Childs.
She's got a clarinet.
Lawton Childs.
And I know how to play it.
Middle school in Oviedo had initiated a code red, and the principal blamed the student for holding a musical instrument as if it were a weapon.
We were outside. We could hear Benny Goodman. It was horrible.
Dr. Melissa Ladani, in a message to parents, said, while there was no threat to campus, I'd like to ask you to speak with your students about the dangers of pretending to have a weapon on the school campus. The newest stories don't identify the system that they use, but apparently it's some sort of AI. There's reportage of the spread of such systems in Florida, and one story identifies a provider in Seminole County as Zero Eyes. They pay $250,000 for a cloud subscription.
They can upgrade to Hungry Eyes, Preston, which is a...
Eric Carmen.
Yeah.
It was a hit. So Zero Eyes is used in 43 states, including dozens of school districts across Florida. That's a saxophone. I guess it's close enough.
Clarinet, damn it.
I think the problem was, Preston, that this clarinet had a laser sight on it.
Oh,
that's what threw them.
So Zero Eyes is used in 43 states, including dozens of school districts across Florida, and can detect more than 100 different types of firearms. Kathy had a story about sending a text, I think, that you wanted to share with us, right?
Yeah. So it was somebody sent me a text, and it was, somebody that I am friendly with, like not like one of you guys where, if the type of text messages that we send each other. But I needed to drop something off to this person. And I, basically was saying, I apologize. I had COVID, was stuck in the house. I'm going to, get this stuff to you. And so he says, well, how are you feeling? What I wanted to text him was that I got, and I've said this to you guys, COVID kicked my ass. I got my ass kicked, What I sent him was that I got my ass licked.
I got my ass licked.
And
how you feeling? Well, I got my ass
Pretty good. I got my ass licked.
Oh, and it's all worth it.
I mean, it was kind of bad at the beginning, but once the ass licking started, it turned for the better.
I mean, I've heard of rim jobs before.
Wow.
I mean, fully changed the, I guess it auto-corrected to licked, and I didn't realize, sent it, and then, I didn't hear back, so, and I went back and pulled up my text and looked, and I was like, oh my God, what do I do? And then I just put kicked and sent that and just didn't say anything else.
And no response back, or
no, he didn't really address it.
Kathy,
He
there's
just said,
someone on the phone for you.
no, he just said, no worries, whenever you feel better.
Listen, was that an invitation? Because I would like to follow through on that. So this is just more of just an acquaintance, right?
Listen,
professional.
Yes, yeah.
Professional ass licker?
No, I mean, you know them more on a professional level as opposed to a personal level?
Yeah, they own a business, and I go to the business and purchase.
Why would she mention she had her ass licked?
Oh, my God.
I don't understand.
Santa's coming over right now.
My mouth is pretty moist. I could do that.
Oh, God, ew. Oh, God.
There are some things that are absolutely astonishing as when you listen, that you wrote kicked. I'm sure you.
I did.
Right. So why is that not perceived as an actual word? I've had it happen.
I think they were just trying to pull a fast one on you.
Yeah.
I think technology was like, oh,
ass licked. Yeah, it's built into the algorithm.
The autocorrect feature is bizarre, though. Like, I don't know. My mom sent me a text right before Christmas, and she wrote, I bought Ben some ski dicks from Buckman's and a U.S. National Parks wall map and push pins. And then her follow-up text was, good God, that is ski socks. Ski socks.
Do you ever put your feet in a nice pair of dicks?
But I'm sure my mom felt the same way as you, Kath. It was just like, and at least it was to me, not to like, you know,
Right,
or
right,
minister
exactly.
or whatever.
Yeah, I
A
don't
lot
think
of
that
it,
was.
though, is just like, why? Why is it changing to
Well,
that?
my question is, if it is a legitimate word, legitimate in the context of the sentence, what makes it change it? I've had it.
Yeah.
I think she probably accidentally misspelled it, and you didn't notice. And it went to
Well,
licked instead
K
of
and
kicked.
L are right next to each other, and Nick, as far as ski dicks are concerned,
yes.
D and S are right next to each other, as is the O and the I. So I think there's a most likely on your end of things, Nick, that was a misspelling and not an autocorrect. Because why would they autocorrect from socks to dicks?
Thanks for checking in. Would you like to lick my ass?
It licked my ass.
Oh my God.
That's great.
Great to hear from you.
You would. I thought you were going to go somewhere else with this story because last Thursday I got a message from a friend of mine who works at Headstrong Foundation, and he was letting me know that a friend of mine is going to receive some financial
ski dicks.
No, some financial assistance for his daughter who is suffering from cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I was responding to somebody else when I wrote LOL to this guy when he's telling me about.
No.
Oh, jeez.
Yes. So I go, he's like, he's going to get
That's
this.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Cancer.
Laugh out loud.
That is funny.
And I was like, oh my God, how do I? And I was like, no, I mean, that was totally meant for somebody else. And I can't find out who I was trying to say LOL to, but I can't believe I responded.
I mean, at this point, I think everyone, even the best person with the greatest amount of accuracy has experienced that mistake. That whether you're misspelling and it turns to lick or whatever, or the an emoji that's an incorrect emoji that you didn't want to hit, but it is you. When
the
it
laughing
happens,
emoji.
you're like, oh my God, and you almost mentally try to reach out and pull it back, but you can't.
Hey, what does this mean? Somebody texted in and said swipe keyboard or regular tapping keyboard?
Oh, so with the swipe keyboard, you can just basically keep your finger on the keyboard the entire time and not lift up.
Oh, and it sort of helps you spell out words, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and then tap is just like the regular.
Do you have that option on an iPhone?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where you can just keep your finger and move.
Everything to everyone. It is 11 minutes after 10, Preston and Steve show. No sad, bro. Friday. And our Word of the Week prize coming up in just a few moments. We're getting really, really close to giving that away. Going up to about 57 today. Mildest day temperature-wise of the week by far. A little bit breezy. Seeing some trees moving around as we look outside the windows. Clouds expected through the course of the day and rain coming in 4 or 5 o'clock this afternoon, somewhere around that time. It's going to be fairly light, but tomorrow's steady rain and high 46. And then we settle off on Sunday if you're going to the game. Partly cloudy, high 45, so not stupid cold, but not warm per se, but they're very doable. And then we'll be in the low 40s when we get back to the work week next week. All right, lesson question time. We are going to give away pair tickets for 3 Days Grace. We're playing the Alienation Tour Sunday, March 1st at the Giant Center, and that is in Hershey. And the question that we will go with today is, during the Connoisseur segment, the James Beard Awards are joining forces with what other award show? What other award show? It's a well-known one with 3 initials. All right, the James Beard Awards are joining forces with what other award show? 610-660-9333. That was around 8:45 this morning. If you heard that and you know, well, you should give us a call. We'll see if we can get an answer in just a second.
The trash business is a gold mine. 93.3 WMMR with Preston and Steve's Hollywood Trash.
Brought to you by Neumann University. And first responders ready to lead? Earn your online bachelor's in public safety administration at Neumann University. Built for those who serve. You can learn more at newman.edu/yourdegree. What's going on this morning, Steve?
Well, Preston, Tom Brady's seen ringing in the new year with influencer and Dancing with the Stars alum Alex Earl. Alex told TMZ that Brady is the perfect blend of successful older man and drywall.
Oh my God.
Despite his financial woes, Mickey Rourke has reportedly passed on at least 6 movie roles recently offered to him. Apparently, Rourke is holding out for the lead in a big-budget reboot of Blossom. And finally, Martha Stewart telling an online tabloid that she is observing dry January. Stewart fessed up saying she's so dry she actually queefs dust bunnies. Oh, my God. That's your Hollywood Trash.
All righty. We're going to go fishing for an answer. We'll see if somebody knows the James Beard Award are joining forces with what other award show. So we will check in with Mike, see if he happens to know the answer to that. I'm hitting the button. Nothing's happening here. Hang on, Case. Let me try this one more time. Yeah, I think my touch screen is freeze up. All right, we got him now. Mike, are you there, bud?
I am, buddy. How are you guys?
Doing all right, my friend. Thanks for calling in. So who's joining forces with the James Beard Awards?
The AVN Awards.
The AVN Awards. That's correct. Hang on. For those who don't know, those are the porn awards. All right, and since you got that right, we're going to set you up with a pair of tickets to see 3 Days Grace, and that's going to be Sunday, March 1st at Giant Center in Hershey, PA.
Now, Preston and Steve's Music News on 93.3 WMMR.
All right, so I will mention this again. That MMRBQ tickets are on sale right now. It is actually happening. So Godsmack, Alice Cooper, Hooters, Everclear. GA portion of the show will be Des Rock's Cami Keo, Lilac, and the local Shots artists, the Circus Hearts. Our side stage is going to be taking place. We're going to do a live band karaoke with Sidearm again. Jackie Bam Bam spinning music. We'll have some other features as well to mention as we get a little bit closer. But early bird lawn seats are just $35. So you could pick up several of those right now.
Absolutely.
Be good to go. For May when it rolls around, and always this is kicking off the concert series.
Compare that to other concert prices.
Yeah. And listen to us all weekend long because there's going to be MMRBQ blocks and your chance to win more tickets as well. And there's an opportunity to win tickets at WMMR.com, so make sure you take a look at that as well. Just got a couple of quick things in music news. David Bowie's childhood home in southeast London. This is where he lived between the ages of 8 and 20. It's been acquired by the Heritage of London Trust and will be restored to its early 1960s look.
Oh, wow.
I love that. The plan is set to be opened to the public targeting in late 2027. And according to Jeffrey Marsh, a curator for the David Bowie Is exhibition, said it was in this small house, particularly in his tiny bedroom, that Bowie evolved from an ordinary suburban schoolboy to the beginnings of an extraordinary international stardom. So I wouldn't mind seeing stuff like that. I think Paul McCartney's childhood home in Liverpool is available to see, or at least it used to be at some point. I'd like to check things like that
to see
out.
the flashpoint for where something that iconic. I think you can combine both. I think you can do that, a loving restoration and include a roller coaster.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not? You need a thrill while you're there, too. Why not? And then just one other interesting story I found from WMMR.com. It's about Billy Gibbons and the gang in ZZ Top. He had confirmed not that long ago that ZZ Top rejected an offer from Gillette in the 1980s. And the razor company wanted each member to shave their beards on television, and then we're going to give them $1 million per person. So this is in the 1980s. $1 million went further than it does now. And Gibbons said they deny it. It was $1 million per man deal. The Texas trio consulted rock publicist Bob Merrills before deciding. He had told them the money's good. You might as well consider doing it, but I'm not sure any of you guys know what's under there, meaning under their beards. And he said, so we passed. We passed, and our fans loved it because word got out. Gillette made this pitch back in the days when the group was dominating MTV. Their beards had become as recognizable as their spinning guitars and all the visuals that they had in the videos. Gibbons and late bassist Dusty Hill first started growing their facial hair during a break in the mid-'70s. And Gibbons was asked about the reason why they grew their beards, and he used one word. He said, lazy. He said, Dusty and I, what started out as a disguise turned into a trademark. And ironically, the drummer Frank Beard spent most of his career clean-shaven, and his name became a running joke within rock circles.
Sometimes when you have a beard like that, it's actually more work than shaving, trimming it up and all that stuff. Well, you have a little...
I do. So my weekly, and I've told you before, my big groom, I trim it here and there during the week, but I do a full groom on Sundays, and it takes a bit of work because I have lines in my beard, along here, along the chin, or along the jawline, and now I've gone with a thinner mustache, and it takes a little bit of effort. So, but I don't mind doing it. I do like it. But those guys, their beards are out of control. All right, and there you go. That's what I have in music news for you. So when we return, somebody's getting a 4-pack of pit tickets to the MMRBQ. It very well could be you. So if you've been keeping track of the letters, we'll get one more from Matthew Frederick Cord, and then we will give it away, hopefully, to you. So stay put. We're not going to be gone long. And I've got the list here, and then I'll reveal what it is, and we'll see if she gets anywhere near it.
Okay. The password is...
So do you want me to put these goggles on?
Do you want to eliminate the smell as well, fully?
I mean, listen, I can sip it. If you hand me, I can sip it without smelling it. Because I want to see if my sense of smell is there or not afterwards.
All right, let's leave him off as long as it doesn't tip you off. So, Marissa, give her number one. We'll start with us. We can go in order. This is a good
one. Marissa, I don't know where you are.
Order that we have, and she'll up.
Okay.
She'll up. She'll put it in your hand. Okay.
And I can smell it.
Do you know where your mouth is?
Shut up. All right, are you guys ready?
Yeah, take a sip.
Don't smell.
Right.
And see
I'm
what you
not going
think.
to smell.
You can shoot the whole thing.
Don't smell.
Probably don't drink the whole thing. You need to save some room. Okay, so you getting any sensation?
Something. It's like... Yeah, it's not water.
Okay, not water.
It's I want to say like a I want to say sauce, but it's not that thick, so it's not a sauce. But that's what I'm getting. Like I would something like a pasta sauce or something.
Pasta sauce. So she's guessing pasta sauce.
Okay, and what is it, Preston?
It's a sauce.
Wait. Let me smell it. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, she just spilled it on her sweater. She just spilled it on the carpet.
Mackle farts.
You picked the wrong one to spill, too.
Yeah, you did. That's going to stain.
All right, get her sweater quickly. Kathy, take your top off quickly.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. You're legitimately handicapped.
Guys, I have to touch the boob.
Marissa, let me clean her.
By the way, go on YouTube now if you ever wanted to see Marissa feel up Kathy.
Oh my God, dude. Now go a little slowly.
I almost have it out. There you go.
Oh my God.
Preston, can you smell it on that side of the console?
No, not from where I'm sitting now.
Because I absolutely can, and the smell is very distinct.
Can I guess now?
Yeah, what is it?
Is it hot sauce?
No, it is not. Kathy, that is soy sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's way off. Not even clear.
And by the way, she took a sip like most people would go, "Whoa!"
Yeah, it's soy sauce is very strong. It's very, very salty.
All right, wait.
And you could only handle a little bit of that straight, but she shot quite a bit of it. Yes.
All right, I can't see, so I don't want to spill it again. Marissa, where's my water? A little bit. All right, here we go.
Oh my God!
I need a sip of water.
Helen Keller had it
Okay.
together.
Let's go with number 2. Don't spill this one either.
Okay.
You can do it.
There's the microphone is right in front of you, so don't hit it. All right.
Don't tip it or tilt it.
Take a sip of this and see what you think. All right. So, by the way, Kathy's lost her sense of taste. Let's see. We're testing this out on her, and if you're just tuning in, that's what we're doing.
All right.
A little thicker, isn't it?
Thicker and sweet.
Okay.
Oh, so sweet you could determine.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I honestly don't know what it is. I know it's sweet, and by the texture, I'm gonna say maybe like you put it. What the hell is it called? The chocolate that you put on ice cream. Like a
Hershey's?
Like a chocolate syrup?
Yeah, like a chocolate syrup.
She got it right.
Whoa!
Kathy, lucky you that one of the things you can taste is chocolate syrup.
Honestly, if you're going to lose anything, and keep one thing, keep your ability to taste chocolate.
Did the texture help with that?
Yeah, I think. Well, that's why I think I was able to get it.
But you definitely picked up on sweet. And you know why you probably could? Because you just had really, really salty before that.
Right before it.
Okay, let's go with number 3 and try this one out. A shot of this one. Yep.
Jinx.
All right. We'll sip of this one. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Like this one. Strong reaction from this.
Oh, what the hell is that?
Wow, so a big reaction.
Like it definitely triggered something.
Like prom night?
No, like some sort of taste buds in my mouth, but I have no idea.
Just describe,
what it is.
Sweet, savory, what is the reaction?
No, like vinegar maybe?
She's right.
But here's the thing,
it doesn't taste like vinegar?
No, it's the guess is the way it made me feel.
You probably got a little tangy, sensation like you would on your tongue, like mouth watering a little bit from.
Yeah, absolutely. But here's the thing, I'm smelling it and I can't smell it either.
It was white wine vinegar.
But I could. Where's that? Is the hot sauce still? I mean the FUD, the
chocolate
sauce.
The FUD.
What about? I think she was gonna say fudge.
Like
the FUD.
So that I can smell. I can smell the hot sauce, but I can't smell that vinegar.
That's not hot sauce. It's chocolate sauce.
Sorry, chocolate sauce.
That's
Dear
what you
God.
put on a chocolate FUD sundae.
Let's do the next one. We got to move through these. All right. So number 4, Marissa, if you would please. So she's gotten 2 out of 3 so far.
That's not
But
bad.
it was kind of guessing. And not going, yeah, that is this.
You're right. It's a combination of cues that are helping her get to the answer.
All right, Kathy. This is another one.
All right.
This one's kind of thick too.
Pondering.
I don't want any more of it, whatever it is.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Does it?
Yeah.
I think so.
You know.
Okay, I have no idea what it is.
Do you ever watch Dr. Pimple Popper? No.
Oh my God! Stop it, Steve! Don't do that to me. Can I smell it?
Yeah.
Try that.
Yeah.
one?
Okay. So you don't have a guess.
Oh, no, I
But
can't.
smelling it.
No smell.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. It's ranch dressing.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Hidden Valley ranch dressing. The goat of ranch dressing.
And by the way, you guys know my sense of smell and taste. Like
incredibly acute.
Normally, I would have been. I could do this in 2 seconds. All of it.
You were able to discern between water.
Yeah.
Types of
Different
water.
water. Seriously.
All right, next sample. This is number 5. Go ahead whenever you're ready. And this one this is very identifiable.
Okay, there's a little sweetness to this again.
Okay.
Maybe like I want to say a juice.
A juice.
Like apple juice?
Like apple juice.
She got it right.
Well, might.
And here's the thing. I'm smelling it too. I can smell the apple juice. I mean, is it safe to say that the sweet stuff
You're
can
picking up
taste
on
a little
sweet
bit?
You're
more
rocking
so
sweet.
than
Yeah.
anything else. Yes. And you know what? A text came in and says sweet is the last taste to be lost even with aging. Like that's the one that we hang on to the most.
Okay.
Don't know if there's any validity to that or not.
Well,
but
this has nothing to do with aging. This
That's why
is
old people
only-
love pudding.
Yeah. All right, here's the next one. This is mystery drink number 6.
Mystery drink number 6.
She's grimacing.
I know this one.
What is it?
I can taste it. Is it pickle juice?
You got it.
Wow. Kathy, so that is not sweet, unless it is sweet pickles.
No, I don't know.
And you don't like pickles, do you?
No, I love pickles.
All right, well, good for you.
So,
See, we're finding things that you'll be able to eat and
Yeah, yeah.
taste. That's
Kathy,
great.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
chocolate
yeah.
and pickles.
We're curing her. You're pregnant. No, we're Preston, you're legitimately curing her.
We're getting somewhere.
We should set up an institute.
If you've had the taste issue, you should do this type of thing at home as well. You might find 1 or 2 things that stands out.
By the way, Kathy, though you can't see it, I'm wearing protective goggles.
Hey,
I had to take mine off.
you know what? And also the caller that we had earlier, though, Kathy had said that he could taste lemon for a moment.
Yes.
And then as he continued to eat, it would go
yeah.
away. So this is something you'll have to test with.
Why don't you forget the moose?
Oh, for a moment.
For a moment.
I got it.
Yeah, that
with
happened.
pickles.
That happened to my mom. She lost her taste for a really long time, and the same thing. She said it came back. She would eat, and she'd get it at the beginning of the meal, and then by like mid-meal, she couldn't taste anything.
So eat quickly.
Here's the next one for you. Let's try this. This is number 7. We have 15 of these, by the way.
All right. Not a clue.
Looks like she doesn't really like the way it tastes. Or are you just
I'm not
perplexed
like a
by
huge fan. I think it's might be on the sweeter side, but it's not as sweet as that chocolate sauce.
it? Okay.
Like a pudding?
Pudding. No, it is not a pudding.
Let me smell it. Hold on.
Okay.
What kind of pudding are you drinking?
Puddings.
I smell something, but I can't. I would say pudding again.
No, it is maple syrup.
Which would be something very sweet.
Mrs. Butterworth.
Not like pudding.
No.
Is it Miss or Mrs.? She married?
I think it's Mrs. Butterworth.
Yeah.
All right, good.
She's spoken for.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Mr. Butterworth is an accountant.
Here's the next one. This is number 8. We're at the pretty much the halfway point now. Let's see if you can identify this. No reaction facially. I thought for sure I would see a facial reaction from this one.
Well, I mean, you should.
I'm going in again.
All right, this
drink
is
all of it.
It's a popular paint remover.
She shouldn't be able to say, I'm going to go again on this. No, I don't think so. Wow.
What do you think?
Wow.
I like it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Don't know.
Wait,
So we don't know. Preston has the answers.
All right, she doesn't know, so you can take a sniff and now guess after smelling it. What is it?
Is it lemon?
It is lemon juice. It's straight up lemon juice. Normally, if one is drinking straight squeezed lemon juice, you'd be puckering. Billy Idol, former MMRBQ artiste on 93.3 WMMR, and I mention that because the tickets are on sale now for the MMRBQ. They hit at 10 a.m. That is now active. You can go to WMMR.com to get the details through Ticketmaster as well. But grab them, get them, join us. We always have a good time. We're always telling you stories when the concert's over. If you've heard us recap it and go, damn it, why didn't I go to that? Get that out of the way now. Get that preempt that regret you'll have after the concert is over in May when we come back and tell you what a great time we had. You can be a part of it. Be a part of that great time.
Come up to us and tell you that you heeded Preston's advice that he just gave now, and we will all give you long, lingering Bugs Bunny kisses.
Mm-hmm. And maybe a little reach around if you want. So let's get you on board, get those tickets, and we'll do a quick thank you. We had one guest on the program today. Well, thank you to Matt and Aliana at 6ABC.
Yes.
Checked in, a little TV time. It's a Friday morning thing that we do. Also, let me reiterate, we made this announcement. Cardboard Classic sled registration is now up and running. And we have our sponsors that were officially on board now. And when we have sponsors, we have special prizes that are available. So for the best design, that's the big prize, $1,000, $750 for the second place, $500 for third place. And we have, as a new sponsor this year, Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey.
Yes.
And so for the best Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey sled, it's $1,000 as well. All right. Plus, we have another sponsor. Our friends at Pacifico are on board again. And you can get beer for a year and a 42-piece Pacifico Shaun White Snow League merch pack.
I think this is the most amount of prizes we've ever had for a Cardboard Classic.
Yeah, because we also have $200 for the fastest and $500 for the Preston and Steve favorite fail, and that's courtesy of our friends at Protein Collision. So the registration is now up and running. And you can go to WMMR.com. Fastest is for solo riders only, by the way, and 25 of those will be selected. So let's get you signed up and ready to go. Talk to your friends. Don't forget about Mountain Fest, which is taking place at Montage Mountain. And, of course, you can be a part of that whole thing. Make an entire weekend out of it. We highly recommend that. And then you'll be good to go. And
Absolutely.
have more stories to tell and all that stuff. And also thank you to Dave Smith, who was on the show today. Helium Comedy Club tonight and tomorrow night. HeliumComedy.com to get those tickets. Oh, and meant to put this in music news. We got a couple of bands here at WMMR.
We do.
That have shows. I mean, staff members that play in bands. So Brandon O'Neill, who works across the hall from us, his band Fahrenheit is playing the Tavern at Penn's Park in Newtown tonight from 8 to midnight. And Chuck's band, Beer 30, is going to be at Berlin Brewing. Their show starts at 8 o'clock tonight. So if you're looking for live
Chuck's going to
music,
play shirtless tonight.
if you're looking for some live music, then you can go check out those shows, which is wonderful, and see Chuck and his hairy back. It's a wonderful thing. Matt Cord's here.
I've never seen Chuck's band.
No?
You never seen? Oh, I thought you were going to say his hairy back.
No, well, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
We've seen both.
I've never seen either. Have you?
I have, yeah. But they have a different singer now. So I got to go. I need to go check them out.
That's right.
again.
They had the younger guy. They got rid of him, right?
I don't know.
Well,
what
no,
happened.
not that they got rid of,
parted
but
ways.
yeah, they just parted ways. But they have I think it's a 3-guitar band now.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I remember that reminds me of Molly Hatchet.
Yeah.
Right.
Molly Hatchet. I remember the commercials for them when they would come to town. The three guitar attack of Molly Hatchet.
And no surviving members in that band anymore.
Really?
I remember when the last guy died a couple years ago, it was that was the last surviving member of Molly Hatchet.
And they keep it going.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
And they now call it Murray Hatchet.
Murray Hatchet.
Hey, you were mentioning this restaurant called Alfie's?
Yes.
Yeah, Patty Ann wants to take it.
Has she been?
My late mother-in-law loved that place.
It's so good.
Yeah, they went all the time.
Yeah, I've been.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so what I was saying about that is portion-wise, I got 3 meals out of what I ordered.
Oh, I would love that.
It was excellent, but the food it's just old school Italian.
Yeah.
It's like
Can't beat it.
Straight from the family.
Yeah.
It's excellent. So
She wants to go with.
I'll go with it for sure. Definitely.
I'm into.
All right, Maddie, let's get the letter, bud. Here we go.
Preston and Steve on 93.3 WMMR.
Now, the Daily Letter.
And the Preston and Steve show is brought to you today by The Letter.
Y as in Yaz.
And we now have a word. Let's see if you can get it. Caller number 7-610-660-9333. Up for grabs. Tickets to the MM Barbecue. Let's get you on board. So call right about now. All right, we're at the end of the week. Got some fun stuff planned.
Wait, Casey, how was Fish last night?
Oh my God! Well, Rift and playing a fish night at the Stateside Live. It was awesome. Dude,
Packed, right?
It was packed. Stateside Live. They did a pre-show before the game. They did a post-show after the game, obviously, and then they played in between sets. Dude, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. I got your T-shirt, but for some reason I brought it into my house last night.
It's okay.
I'll bring it here with
I
you.
saw you were hanging out with Sean Brace.
Yeah, hung out with Sean, Bill Colarulo. Dude, I ran into so many people last night. It was, and the band, they're so good. The guitarist, the Trey. So they did the song. It's one of my favorite beautiful guitar solos called Horn. And it's a slower song. And whenever Fish plays it live, I go, in my head, I go, is Trey going to hit all the notes? Because he has a tendency to hit the wrong notes. This guy played it pitch perfect. He's so freaking good. But yeah, and so you can check them out on Instagram, Rift Band, and see where they're going to be playing in and around the area. But it was a really, really great vibe. And I saw a ton of people at the Flyers game. Unfortunately, the Flyers lost, but it almost didn't matter because the night was so much fun. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
On the show today, workforce blocks today are going to be all the bands playing the barbecue.
Yes.
And I'm going to play some Zeppelin because it's Jimmy Page's birthday today. So I got to throw in at least 2.
What's your favorite Zeppelin album?
I like Presence.
Yeah.
And that was one of the later ones. I remember getting that. My brother was the music god in the family. He's like, they're nothing after that. That record's horrible. So maybe because my brother hated it, I was like, oh yeah? I love Presence. So yeah. So and then Les Mis Trivia coming up at 11:40. More tickets to see Jim Brewer. And the Vinyl Cut today, right here. Cheap Trick, Dream Police.
Love it.
Yeah.
I love that album. All right, we will go to the phones looking for call number 7, and that happens to be Susan. Hi there, Susan. You're on the air. Good morning. Yeah, we're having issues with this case. I hit the button over here. It's indicated that it is. It had indicated that it's on.
Yeah, it's on a delay, so now it's on.
All right, Susan, you there?
Susan, hello. Yes.
Say that again?
Hello. Hello.
Hi. Yeah, what did you just say?
I said, my name is Susan. Hello.
My name is Susan. Hello. Excellent. Susan, there's only one more thing we need from you, and that is our word for the word of the week.
It's party.
Damn right. Susan, you're going to be in the pit for the MM Barbecue. You get a 4-pack of tickets, so you and your friends are going to be right there in the thick of every single bit of it. Have you been to an MM Barbecue before, Susan?
Yes, I have, but I've never been in the pit.
Oh, here you go. You're in for an experience. Congratulations to you, Susan. Have a great weekend. Hold on. We're going to get your information. We're going to take care of it, like we said. Tickets on sale right now. Godsmack, Alice Cooper, The Hooters, Everclear, and many more bands. All that information is available at WMMR.com, so get them now. I want to thank our sponsors, The Preston and Steve Show, brought to you today by Dunkin', and The Preston and Steve Show runs on Dunkin'. Also brought to you by Acme Markets, fresh foods, and local flavors. Next week, On our program, we will have comedian Crystal Marie in the studio. Chris Hardwick will be checking in with us. And it's my 30th anniversary of arriving in Philadelphia on Monday. I don't know if we're going to do anything, but
we got to come up with something. Yeah.
I still haven't heard about a police escort, so we'll see if that ends up happening.
We're now working on a flyover.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
All right, that is it. We are done. Rage on. Have a great day in the morning, and we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you Monday, friend. Bye-bye.